Man, you could have got away with that one on the road to start things. That's week 1. Vulnerabilities show up. Crazy stuff happens. Like Dallas beating Philly in the biggest earth-shaking, league-moving moment of the year. But they hung in and they had a chance late. Do we have to do something about kicking? Is it time to narrow the goalposts? I'm not kidding, dude. Last night, the Cowboys kicker from 50-something. And then, the Eagles bring in their guy, Jake Elliott, is that who it is? And he's not even known for distance. And last year it was terrible beyond 50. He banged through a 58-yarder, no problem. We got a guy making a 70-yard field goal here in our own backyard. It might be time to make the payoff for 3 points more difficult. It's not how the game was designed. For decades, and I'm not talking about something radical. I'm saying if things, technology or otherwise, change, skill changes, make adjustments. It's time to narrow the goalposts. It's not even nerve-wracking anymore, man. It's supposed to be nerve-wracking. When a kicker goes out there at the end of the game, every fan is holding their breath, and the poor kicker's sweating bullets. That's the pressure that kickers deserve. These little robots are going out there and just banging it through like Iron Byron, the driving range, club tester. And last night again, so I think it would make for much more excitement, intrigue, and drama if they would narrow those goalposts up. It's just getting way too easy for these guys to make kicks. And I'm not saying you want to be 50%. I'm not. But, man, you barely got to cross midfield these days, and it's a scoring drive. Used to be you had to get in the red zone. Was the red zone for the red zone, by the way, shouldn't be inside the 20 anymore, should it? The red zone should be inside the 30. The red zone indicated the spot where you got where comfortably you're expected to get points, whether it's field goal or touchdown. Well, that's because it used to be hard to make a 35-yard field goal. These guys are amazing, though. They're a lot like golfers and how they've advanced and how much further they hit the ball. These kickers are just and we got one of the best examples and biggest legs right here in our own backyard. Speaking of, we'll get into a last round of Jaguar conversation. Can I share something with y'all out there? My 6 o'clock brethren? This is a glorious day for me. Do you know how long I've sat in this seat, day after day, approaching the Jaguars from every conceivable angle? Listen to every report of every surge or drop in practice. This area, this aspect, this player. Man, is it going to be nice and refreshing on Monday to have a game to talk about? Decisions that matter that were made. And then on to a response for next up and the Bengals. And enough of can this player do that? The expectations for this guy or the other. I am so ready for Monday and this endless, yet fun, but this endless preview finally turns into something real. And we'll see how it goes on Sunday. And we do have one last round. I was thinking about this, E.T. This can strike a chord with everybody listening right now. And me saying it and E.T. here in the booth with us, okay? E.T., you've been promoted before.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. And it could have been within the military. You got promoted to join us here on the Drill in the Morning, I would say. I would consider that a promotion, no?
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay.
sir.
So when you showed up your very first day to show what you, E.T., have in this new advanced position, meant a little more than day 2, day 3, or certainly now day 480, didn't it?
Absolutely.
Well, Liam Cohen's not the only one. You work in the NFL, most coaches at least, to become a head coach, don't you?
Uh-huh.
And the process of becoming a head coach involves what? Climbing the ladder of the assistant ranks, right? You may start as an assistant wide receivers coach. In 7 years, you're an offensive coordinator. And, buddy, if you can put results on the paper as an offensive coordinator, next stop, career goal. Well, We got a couple of dudes showing up ready to make their first impression on Sunday outside of the head coach. We got 2 new coordinators as well. And so it's their promotion day. They get to show up and show the bosses or the clients at least the initial first impression returns on what the company added there. And so we'll hear from Anthony Campanile and Grant Udinski, the defensive and offensive court, 2 young guys, both making their debut performances this weekend as well. You'll hear from them coming up here in the 6 o'clock hour, and more Jags talk as we talk it out until Sunday and finally kick off. It's a GFL Friday. That's Green for Life. Trust them for all your commercial roll-off needs. Look for those bright green trucks and cans all over the First Coast. Appreciate them this morning. We've got all your Friday faves. Includes Captain Kevin Favor when we return. See what's happening out there on the water this weekend. Boy, this weather's been nice, hasn't it, E?
Beautiful.
Boy, walking out to the car, you can just that this short burst in the morning, you 6 o'clockers, I know you know. Right? It just, in the dogs of summer, boy, it's 80-something and humid at 5 o'clock in the morning. It is nice to walk out and feel a little Christmas, man. That relief is coming. You can feel it now in a much shorter time window. So, anywho, the weather certainly affects the fishing patterns as we move into fall, which is a great time to get a line in the water. So, more with Captain Kevin when we come back on the other side. We continue with the season opener. The NFL debut last night goes to the Eagles over the Cowboys. If you were playing Vegas's perspective, winner Dallas, they were 8-point underdogs by the time they kicked last night. Boy, I didn't like that spread at all, one way or the other. It's first game. I know a lot of people are itching just to get action one way or the other. I'm past that point. If I really like something, I might. We dabble, bro. I'm with Miss P. We're talking $5-10, some app somewhere. You get me? Feel me? Yeah.
I feel you.
To some of you, it's a lot more impactful what you do. So anyway, let's come back, talk to Captain Kev. We got the rest of the day in sports. September's a great month, man. Got a lot going on in the month of September. The U.S. Open tennis is coming down to the wire. The women's final is now set. We got the Ryder Cup coming up in golf at the end of the month. The baseball pennant races are down the home stretch with just about 20 games to go. And our fave, the pigskin, is back in the air. So we're back with more next. It's a GFL Friday. You're listening to 1010XL on 92.5 FM.
Setting the field on fire with electrifying plays.
What a play! What a play!
But in the end, there's always a play that stood out.
Did you have to go Sports Center on me, though?
Listen for the performance painting high-performance play of the game on 1010XL.
AA Automotive helps keep your vehicle in dependable and safe condition. Call Sam, Harry, or Joe, and they'll check your brakes, tires, fluids, electric, and motor, so your ride runs smooth on the road. That's AA Automotive on Richard Street.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnick Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnick's Treating You Right guarantee. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer. Nobody but Nimnick. For 3 generations, Nimnick has been the place customers keep coming back to. They treat you right, and they give a bunch back to the community. Visit NimnickBuickGMC.com today to learn more, or visit their showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
I'm Hammer and Hayes Carline, and I've been known to drop an opinion like a 2-ton hammer. Weekdays on The Frangie Show.
Hammer Time with Hayes on 1010XL. Driven by Kia on Atlantic. Check us out at KiaOnAtlantic.com.
Jacksonville, get ready. Comedian Chris D'Elia is coming to Florida Theater November 30th with his brand new tour, Straight Out of the Multiverse.
Like, yo, you can't just make up a saying like you're Yoda and then the conversation's over. You gotta meet someone you talk. And don't tweet a picture of a salad.
It's bold, it's wild, and it's Chris D'Elia like you've never seen him before. Live on stage for one night only. Get tickets now at FloridaTheater.com. FloridaTheater.com.
Guess what? That would be random.
Chris D'Elia, November 30th at Florida Theater.
All right, folks, Hicken here from my friends at Beaches Dermatology. Man, I love Beaches Dermatology. Doctors Boudreaux, Doctors Metz, Dr. Fader, great people. Great people. They take great care of you there. But they want to remind you to take care of your skin. They're there for all your skincare needs, man. They'll be there for you, but they prefer you take care of your skin so you don't have to deal with them, right? They prefer that you wear those floppy hats and protect those ears, man. Sunscreen up, long sleeve dry fits. If you're out in the sun all day long, if you're fishing, if you're golfing, if you're at your kids' games, if you're working out there, man, be careful. It's a sunshine state for a reason, man. And if something does show up on your skin, then go get it checked out. Best way to do that is beachesdermatology.com. Find the location that best serves you. I go to the one off Solana Road. Shout out to all the fine folks out there. Listen, they will be there for you. They've been there for me for decades and helping me through some skin issues. I appreciate them. beachesdermatology.com for all your skincare needs.
Denny Thompson here. Look, don't get left in the dark. We're all trying to reason with hurricane season, so at least be prepared. For top-of-the-line generators in Jacksonville, I turn to Tyson. Licensed pros at Tyson deliver reliable, whole-home standby generators and provide fast repair service. They even do custom installations for local businesses, so don't wait. Ensure seamless installation and peace of mind. Call Tyson now, 904-762-1000 for a free estimate on generator services. TysonInc.com.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Here you can see.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to our website, CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com. And let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Right now, they're on their way to disrupt your life, make you uncomfortable, and rob you. Don't bother calling the police. They can't help. That's right. Summer heat and humidity are about to attack North Florida again. You know what to do. Call Mike Merritt. Mike Merritt's Heating and Air has a license to chill. When heat and humidity are attacking you, Mike Merritt provides a comfortable chill at a bargain price. Mike has been keeping North Florida comfortable for 30 years. Mike Merritt technicians are never paid commissions, meaning you'll never be pressured to buy something you don't need. And Mike Merritt knows cooling issues can arise anytime. They don't just happen during business hours. So Mike Merritt never charges overtime fees. When you need us, we're here for you. Remember, in the fight against heat and humidity, Mike Merritt has a license to chill. Visit merrittair.com. Florida license number CACO 50384.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, another great guest on the Checkmate Coatings phone line.
Hello.
Your floor's missing piece. Now, Captain Kevin Faber's Fishing Report. Brought to you by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. You dream it, we build it. On 1010XL.
All right, we're going to see what's happening out on the waterways. Of course, the Jaguars open this weekend as well. You know, I said the kicking has become so automatic. It's time to narrow the goalposts. Let's get some drama, some pressure back into these kicking situations. From the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures, narrow the goalposts. What's Chef try to do? Take away all our scoring? Touche. Hopefully those days are in the past. Let's bring in the captain right now, who, of course, went home baitless last night. I again forgot, whatever. We'll get to it. I mean, I'm lucky if I remember my phone in the morning, Kev. We might have to get together, and I'm going to have to buy the bait live. Let's just plan that.
Look, he can still owes me lunch from like 3 years ago.
That sounds on brand. Yeah.
Yeah. So don't listen. We ain't fretting about that.
All right, cool. What's now? Look, this little cool snap's been nice in the morning. At least as you're getting the boat loaded up, is it affecting anything fishing wise yet?
So a couple things. Really slow in St. Augustine yesterday, but on fire at Bayport, which leads me to believe that. And when I say that, I'm talking about the mullet run. Captain Kirk had sent me some video of some mullet just getting trashed by sharks and tarpon and jacks, which is what we want to see out of Mayport. Didn't see any of that yesterday out of St. Augustine. But if it's out of Mayport, that means it's coming this way. So
okay.
I believe that, which it's way late. I mean, like crazy late. But that nor'easter that we had this week was, just what the doctor ordered. And like you said, man, it felt good. I was actually up in Georgia, and I had to wear a jacket and jeans.
Oh. Talk dirty to me, Kev.
I'm telling you.
What were you wearing again?
Well, man, it was like, holy crap. But yeah, that cold front's going to just help us out tremendously, and it looks like the weather's just going to be fantastic. Fish around the inlets. That's that. Anytime there's a mullet run, that's the place to fish. I think you could probably fish the beach. They're only calling for northeast at 5. It probably was. I probably could have run the beach yesterday. It just was a little bit bigger than I like. If it would have been an incoming tide, it wouldn't has been so rough in the inlet. But I had an outgoing tide. It's always Mayport and St. Augustine on an outgoing tide, and any kind of a northeast wind is really iffy. Especially in the bay boats. So stick around the inlets, catch mullet, and again, I always tell everybody this time of year, Jeff, it ain't a mystery.
Yeah.
If there's mullet, you're going to see the tarpon and the jacks and everything else. So just catch mullet, they're right in the middle of that pond.
It sounds more like a sport fishing weekend than a food fishing weekend, maybe.
Well, there's still plenty of reds on the rocks.
Okay.
You're gonna catch redfish this time of year.
Okay.
Right. They love being part of that mullet run. So a lot of them are oversized.
All right.
So you have to
again back to sport fishing.
Back to sport fishing. Exactly. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, my man. Outdoor show tomorrow.
Yeah. We'll all be there. It should be a lot of fun.
All right, and we're. Listen, we always take this reminder in September. You're getting out of summer, and people kind of get out of recreation mode sometimes. And this is this fantastic period for fishing coming up about the next 6 weeks.
On the forecast show last night, you're 100%. September and April are my two favorite months.
All right,
and September is here. So go fishing. I know I'm ready for football too. Okay.
Right. Well, hey, it's a great way to pass. Listen, nothing like a noon kickoff and just getting up and going sunrise and fishing and killing that morning rather than watching the clock tick, tick, tick. It's a good time killer, baby. Trust me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, maybe I'll have some feet in the sand on the surf one time this month at least.
Be good.
All right, my man. Have a good weekend.
All right, buddy.
There he goes. That's Captain Kevin Favor. He is what I would say the best in the business. So appreciate that. This morning we got him weighing in. Here's big old permit caught surf fishing off Huguenot. Again, it seems like talking to Cap, I'm super interested in fishing, so I retain our conversations. And it seems like Mayport's been a lot more of a hot spot this month than South St. Augustine, Jacksonville, right? And there have been times they've struggled here. They've been catching them at Mayport. Huguenot, that's up north, isn't it? Isn't Huguenot out on Heckscher? And I've lived here for so long, I should know that. Shouldn't be a question. I'm pretty sure Huguenot's out north. Somebody on the text line hit me. That is a huge permit, though, dude. You're just there trying to catch a whiting. You surf fishermen know what I'm talking about. And this dude's holding a permit. It is like the size of not the thickness or the weight, but like the size of a big jack. It's huge. Anyway. So this stat jumped out at me. And this theme also I carry away from last night's NFL season opener. Meet your new boss, same as your old boss. The Eagles beat the Cowboys last night like they beat everybody down the stretch to win the Super Bowl. And they did it without maybe their best defensive player. Hey, guys, you need to stop banging on the Dak spit on him first angle. That was disproven in the postgame. It was disproven by both sides. No one from either side. That's a media-driven story this morning. The angle they're showing you of that spit coming out of Dak's mouth was not spitting on another player. You're allowed to spit. You're allowed to spit on the ground while you say something to someone. You're not allowed to hawk one on a dude. So to sit here and say Dak spit on the ground 5 feet
that's just crazy.
From Jalen Carter is the same as him coming up and spitting on his chest. That's insane. So, and I get what you're saying. I've seen that angle, and Dak spit first, yada yada. And then you listen to both sides, and you see all angles, and no, that's not the case. And there may have been a little wink tease there, and just a little spit.
Right? Yeah, that's what they do.
That's gamesmanship, though. That's not, disgusting.
Yes.
So just don't go with that one today. And I get it. The Cowboy haters unite over the polarizing topics, but. Yeah, I really don't believe that was the case in this situation. So, and Carter, by the way, said last night he was sorry for spitting on Prescott. It was a mistake. Does he say that if he thought he was spit on?
Yep.
Y'all think for a second. Seriously. Jalen Carter spit on him and then just humbly walked away. I was a mistake. Nobody spit on him. He never felt threatened by the spit. It was a dumb, stupid thing to do. That's for sure. Defending Super Bowl champ since 2000, ET, in the opener. What do you think the record is?
Let's go since 2000.
Yeah, it's 26 total.
Yeah.
Last night was the 26th total season opener for the defending Super Bowl champ.
I'm going to go 13-13.
21-5.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, 21-5. It surprised me. And by meet the new boss, same as the old boss, here's what I mean. Jalen Hurts is just kills you with efficiency, doesn't he? Die by 1,000 paper cuts with this dude. He's never going to be 360 yards passing, and but he'll be efficient. His quarterback rating will be right up there with the big boys every year. 19-23 passing, a ho-hum, 100-something yards, but get inside that red zone, and he's just built different. 2 touchdowns last night rushing, and they weren't the tush push. One was like a little 4-6 yarder. The other was a little 6-8 yarder. Wasn't a bulk for Saquon Barkley, but he had a nice touchdown run and about 60 yards rushing. And after, playing little to no defense, they gave up 20 in the first half. The Eagles shut Dallas out in the second half with big assists from CD Lamb. Big assists. Terrible drops by your alpha dog, high-paid, top 3 receiver in the league. Got to have him. Inexcusable. Way more easy to execute than an overthrow by a quarterback. A missed assignment by a lineman. Especially that downfield kind of post that he ran that just hit him right in the hands, man. But he had 3 or 4 drops, and that was the storyline. Eagles 1-0. Dallas, boy, close enough that I'm sure they feel like they let one get away that they could have got. All right, on to these. Put on that tie a little bit straighter and show up to your first official day of work. And I know we've been through training for these assistant coaches, in addition to head coach Liam Cohen. All the dress rehearsals are over. And now if you're offensive coordinator Udinski or defensive coordinator Campanile, now what matters in your career goal is what goes on that stat sheet on Sunday. You're listening to The Drill. It's a GFL Friday on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. New coaches.
The future. That's truly what's exciting.
New players.
I bring the juice every day.
New season.
We've done some great things this offseason.
This is where the dream begins. And Duval is downright ready.
Time to go.
Now, it's for real. Jaguars, Panthers. Sunday at 1 on the home of the Jaguars. 1010XL.
Call 904-500-COOL. Ideal Conditions.
Do you trust the diagnostic you just got for your AC? Call Ideal Conditions now to get a free second opinion with a limited time offer of $50 off repairs of $300 or more. Just mention this station. For a limited time, we're doing $79 one-time AC tune-ups as well.
Call 904-500-COOL.
Honk if you see us. Call for service.
Ideal Conditions.
IdealConditionsJags.com.
Jags fans, a new Everbank Performance account could be your ticket to London this October. The Everbank London Getaway Experience. One lucky winner and a guest get round-trip airfare, hotel accommodations, and tickets to see the Jags play in London. Everbank.com/London for official rules. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents of the United States and D.C. 18 and older. Everbank London Getaway Sweeps entry period 7/28/25 to 9/5/25. Enter and get official rules and details at everbank.com/London.
To get this thing unwrapped here. Duval!
Pross, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, Dan. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. John's County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Daily Stash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce and tomato, crispy and fresh, like me. I'm sure there's a Daily Stash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course,
oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it," and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Daily Stash sandwich or sub for you.
21 locations in the area. Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Daily Stash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
I've been having knee problems for probably 6 months, and my knee was getting worse, and I had heard about Southeast Orthopedics on the radio, and I gave them a call. They got me right in. Dr. Kevin Murphy did it. It was painless, and it's been doing fantastic. This is Patrick Malarkey, and I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. With Lee and Kate's Glass, you're gonna see a big difference.
Hey folks, it's Frank Frangie for Lee and Kate's Glass. They say you're going to see a big difference, but what does that really mean? It means a live local person on the phone, a smooth, easy process, skilled craftsmen, and excellent customer service all around, with your satisfaction absolutely guaranteed. Visit LeeandKatesGlass.com.
With Lee and Kate's Glass, you're gonna see a big difference.
Hear the Florida Gators all season on 1010XL. Unlocked by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors. The law firm of Farah and Farah and Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville. Go Gators! 1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Yeah, I definitely watch both of those games just to get an idea and see how Carolina play defense towards like our type of offense. So just little things like that, trying to pick up on defensive tendencies, how they like line up and stuff like that. Just like little things like that, just try to give it an advantage because I know they'll be doing the same thing with us. So just trying to find ways to get an edge, find ways to get an advantage.
That's Brian Thomas Jr. Again. They're referencing here at the end of the week something that we started talking about early in the week, right? And that is the experience that Cohen had against this opponent. Now we might be taking it just a tad too far. Carolina's defense last year was awful. How awful, you say, Jeff? 32nd in the league awful, which kept the Jaguars from being dead last in the league in defense because the Jaguars were 31st. You look at the pass defense numbers. And last year, the Panthers were... Where are you at, Carolina? I expected to find you right there at the absolute bottom. Of course, I find our Jaguars there, 257 a game. The Panthers, 224 a game. So they were actually much worse stopping the run. Hopefully get that run game going, man. Huh? I mean, if you're looking at what you did, what you did against the Panthers last year, Carolina last year against the rush, 180 yards a game, 40 yards worse than second to last New Orleans. Wow. That's a dang near Shazam. So BTJ and the boys have certainly paid attention to some of those game films from a year ago. On to the other side of what we hope is a dynamic duo at receiver. And Grant Udinski, the Jaguars' new offensive coordinator, who makes his debut as well this weekend, talked about what he has seen in growth from Hunter, from when they got him to when they'll see him this Sunday.
I think for any rookie, usually the most strides is going to be mentally learning a new system, whether it's coming from a spread system in college or a pro system in college. There's a lot to learn. So probably I should say that for rookies or a new player, a free agent signing, those strides are always going to be biggest mentally. It's tough for a guy to show what he can do and show all his physical capabilities when he's still trying to think about where am I lining up, what am I doing, what's my job. So just his ability to go out there and line up and play fast, I think shows with his technique and some of the different things you see as a receiver.
Yeah, I'd buy that. Remember that 24-hour narrative that he was a sloppy route runner, like the beginning of the first rookie minicamp?
Mm-hmm.
And there's some ridiculous video, and then obviously, like the very next workout, everything's crisp. But yeah, you learn, you get comfortable. You got to learn the steps here and there. This is not a difficult process. Every freaking player in the league learns the system, and we go. It won't take forever. Travis Hunter's a smart kid. Been playing football for a long time. His impact and what he can do should be on display immediately this Sunday. I think it will. We're all worried about the offensive line, right? We have been. It's been a worry spot for years. Udinski's been here for months. He's not so worried.
I feel good about it. I like those guys. Like we've talked about, the depth of that room has been awesome to see. We have the flexibility of guys being able to play different positions, inside, outside, left, and right, which is nice to have. Different guys can snap. Different guys can play guard, play tackle. And then they've done a great job of kind of coming together and learning to work together, which is always a big thing in the offensive line. Because as much as there's one-on-ones at times, a lot of it is dependent on the communication. How are you setting? How are you blocking? What call are you making here? So there's so much communication with those guys where even though it looks like a one-on-one or it ends up being a one-on-one at the end of the play, so much of that is dictated by what they did pre-snap or what they did with their footwork to create that one-on-one or what's the call, what's the combination. So it's been fun to see those guys come closer together as a unit.
All right, let's move to the defensive side of the ball. It's no secret that the Jaguars really struggled against the run a year ago. Can I get a witness? Amen. The Panthers, this cat, Chuba Hubbard, is really starting to emerge. He had a 1,000-yard season a year ago.
A quiet 1,000, or I just wasn't following him.
You could say it was a quiet 1,000. He had about 1,100. He had some big games, and I think as I remember it, he got hot late. Let me look exactly at the game log. Trust me, as Anthony Campanile gets his guys ready, they have had to have a focus. We've heard him talk about the physicality, and that's directly related to stopping the run. And you may have been late to the Chuba Hubbard party. The Jaguars and Campanile are not.
Tough to get on the ground. Physical, always finishing runs. That definitely jumps out. When you look at him, you're like, man, this dude is a finisher. And that pops through the tape. But, even in protection, the run game, I think he's done a really good job. And, he gets the tough yards.
To your point, he had 400-yard games last year. He had 114 against the Raiders, 104 against the Bengals. He had 153 against the Giants. He had 152 against the Cardinals. He got banged up. He missed the last couple of games, so that 1,100, that 1,100 yards didn't come in 17. It came in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15. So he ran for 1,200 yards, 1,195 and 10 scores. So, I don't think they're being dramatic. That's going to be one of the challenges on the defensive side. By the way, it would only make sense they would lean on that even more. Something else we've talked about in these months of pregame. Hallelujah for Monday. Something to actually dissect. But we've talked about this. The Panthers traded Adam Thielen. They had to put Coker, the young cat, on IR for 4 weeks. They got a rookie, Ted McMillan, and Xavier Legette, pretty much. I would think that they're going to try their damnedest to run the football on Sunday. And we have been far too cooperative with the opponent's efforts in that regard. So here's to a new year and a brand new rush defense. That's for sure. All right, we heard about Travis Hunter's progress on offense from the offensive coordinator. Makes sense to hear about it on defense from the defensive coordinator. He's going to be counted on to make plays and impact on both sides.
I mean, I think he was well coached in college, but I think he's made a really big jump, a big progression from where he started at to where he is now. And it's, continuing to evolve and doing a good job. He's doing the extra, like I talk to whenever you guys ask, trying to tell you that, he's doing extra, pulling double duty. So really impressed with that. And it's all from hard work. So it's great to see.
All right. So there you go. It's a, last round of Weekly Sound as the Jaguars get ready to take on the Panthers coming up on Sunday afternoon. We got the Friday 5-pack later, so we'll do our dabbling into forecasting the weekend that will be, both college football and the NFL. We've got the quarterback whisperer, Denny Thompson. He'll join us today, so we'll talk some football with Denny as well. It's a GFL Friday. When we come back on the other side, Bills Mafia not happy this morning. Bills Mafia is sad. It has nothing to do with the Bills. I'll explain, and we'll get to a football fix as well. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is your VSIN Action Update, brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Florida Gators hosting South Florida tomorrow at Ben Hill Griffin Stadium. The Gators are 17.5-point favorites, total 56.5. Jacksonville Jaguars open up the season at home Sunday, 3.5-point favorites over the Carolina Panthers, 46.5 the total. VSIN's Dave Tooley likes Carolina at plus 3.5. Best bets from every game on the board at VSIN.com/picks. Chris Sale on the mound for the Atlanta Braves today. $1.44 favorite over the Mariners, 7.5 over the total at Truist Park. Tampa Bay Rays, $1.32 home favorite against the Cleveland Guardians. Cash back for every bet with a GBank signature Visa card. VSIN.com/GBank. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Jacksonville is game time, and just like the Jaguars fight for every yard on the field, Duck Duck Rooter fights for every customer at home. From plumbing repairs to septic pump outs to keeping your AC cool all season long, we've got the winning playbook. Duck Duck Rooter is a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars and delivers championship service every time. When plumbing, septic, or AC problems put you on defense, don't fumble the call. Dial 904-862-6769 or visit duckduckrooter.com. Duck Duck Rooter, when you're stuck, call the Duck.
Yo, it's your boy E to the T here. And do you consider yourself a bourbon connoisseur? Well, at Twin Peaks, we're proud to offer exclusive and extensive collection of some incredibly rare bourbons, whiskeys, tequilas, and some. Plus, check out our barrel selects that are handpicked by our team and bottled just for you. Supply is limited, so come wet your whistle and check them out on Atlantic and Kernan to see what they're pouring up for you. Twin Peaks. Eat, drink, scenic views. Cheers. Come on, somebody.
If you are an experienced electrician looking for your next big opportunity, look no further than the Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller Electric, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering you the chance to showcase your skills on a grand scale. We believe in rewarding hard work with the best pay, top-notch benefits, and an unbeatable culture where people actually care about each other. Take your career to new heights with Miller Electric Company. Apply today at millercareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
I can't believe how spotless my floors look after using the Swiffer Power Mop. No more dragging around a heavy mop and messy bucket. Now I get the same deep clean without all the work. Thanks to the powerful solution and scrubbing pad of the Swiffer Power Mop, dirt and grime don't stand a chance, and I don't break a sweat. Mic drop. Mop drop.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
A smarter way to mop. Try it or your money back.
Calling all fun-loving citizens of Northeast Florida. Freedom Boat Club needs your help. Lisa the botanista has gone missing. She left a note that said gone boating. But here's the thing. Freedom Boat Club has 4 local locations, Julington Creek, Jack's Beach, and 2 in St. Augustine, and over 400 locations across the world. That's a lot of water to cover. Is she water skiing on the Ozarks, whale watching in the Pacific, or island hopping in Spain? Or hiding right here at the Black Creek Rope Swing, or docking at the Conch House? Wait, has anyone checked Fort George Island? Too much to do on the water. So Freedom Boat Club is offering our best discount of all time, so you can help search. You simply make your reservation, show up, and have fun. I gotta go. I'm hopping on a boat to the fish camp for live music and lunch. Maybe I'll find the botanista there. Or better yet, maybe you'll join us with the best discount ever and enjoy boating made simple. Don't blame us when you start playing hooky too. Visit freedomboatclub.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
All right, we're going to get a football fix here in a second, but see, this is the kind of news and headline that you can't help asking, did a 26-year-old make this decision? See the news out at Chapel Hill where Chapel Bill got his backside tanned pretty good in the season opener last week? Did you see what Bill? What's his gal's name?
What's that girl's name? I forget.
Jordan?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. So did Bill ban the Pats or did Jordan ban the Pats? He promised to bring an NFL mindset, but according to reports now on ESPN, North Carolina has banned Patriots scouts from having access to the program. And a strict policy, by the way, for the other 31 teams. But Carolina General Manager Michael Lombardi and their pro liaison informed the Patriots they would be banned from UNC the day before one of their scouts was scheduled to visit. What? Belichick's disdain toward the Pats organization after his departure doesn't seem like it's lessened much, does it? Per some of these reports, scouts from other teams are limited to watching just 3 sessions of North Carolina practice rather than the full practice period and are not allowed to speak with coaches or staffers beyond Jordan. Yeah, if I'm Carolina, man, I got some serious buyer's remorse here, man. Man, you haven't gone from 60 to 0 faster when it comes to what would have been excitement up there, I guess. This is just weird stuff. And by the way, that's what you're going to recruit on? You're going to recruit on getting ready for the NFL, but you're going to limit the NFL's exposure to them more than any other? Or maybe Belichick's telling kids that's the way you want to do it. You don't want them. I don't know. It's just another weird headline, though. Does this feel more and more like a one and done? What are we doing?
It is. Yeah, it's weird up
Got
there.
a little bit of one and done feeling, maybe. U.S. Open tennis last night. I said Bills Mafia is sad today and has nothing to do with the Bills, and that's because Jessica Pegula is their adopted tennis daughter. She is the daughter of the Bills ownership, and she fell last night to Sabalenka in one of the semifinals. And then Amanda Anisimova continued. She beat Osaka last night, and I was glad to see that, quite frankly. And so she had that really bitter loss at Wimbledon. She'll now get a chance to win a major against Sabalenka. That will come up in the final. All right, Fire the Band. We got a football fix. Let's give some news and notes around the National Football League. Season, as we said, opened last night. 3 kind of narratives. It seemed to me the stupidity of Jalen Carter to start that game. He spits on Prescott, gets kicked out. This focus they have on unsportsmanlike penalties is going to lead to some mad fans this Monday because they sent the message loud and clear last night. And there was that Nolan Smith, man. I don't know if that was showing disrespect. I think a lot of fans are going to be saying, "What are y'all doing, man?" So that is a second narrative that emerged from last night. I guess maybe there's 4. The same old from the Eagles. Just the efficient Jalen Hurts who'll beat you with his legs when you get in the red zone. And then CeeDee Lamb is the GOAT of the night. And you're one of the best receivers in the league. And game-changing and defining plays he botched over and over last night. Some tougher than others, but 3 or 4 that could have meant a different outcome, and the Cowboys could have really stolen one last night in Philly. Don't forget, we got a Friday night game. It is regular YouTube and YouTube TV. We've confirmed that, but it's the Chiefs and the Chargers, and away we go. By the way, Jalen Carter said he was sorry for spitting on Dak Prescott, and I know there was a camera angle and initial reports that Prescott was spitting on him, and by all accounts in the post game from both sides, that's not what happened at all. And when Carter apologizes, that screams that to you. So there's speculation that could it lead to a suspension beyond last night's disqualification? I don't know. And by the way, Lamb said full accountability. If you think it's good, I'm not going to come back with a vengeance, you're wrong. So we shall see. Raiders get a little stink bomb laid on their lap right before the season set to begin with wide receiver Amari Cooper, who had joined them late in the process, announcing instead he's retiring. Condolences to all of you in those best ball long-term formats that thought picking up Amari Cooper might be a smart idea late in the draft. I'm looking at you, Mirror. Oof. All right, Micah Parsons apparently ramping it up. He says it's the Pack's call on playing, and if I'm the Pack, I'm calling on him playing. What a great season opener they have against the Lions. Yeah, I'd say you might need Micah Parsons. The Jets and the Steelers meet, so Aaron Rodgers in his long, glorious career with the Jets now gets to play an old opponent. And, Rodgers went to a point of naming off all the guys he knew on the Jets and he was friends with, and Garrett Wilson said yesterday at Jets camp, I haven't talked to Rodgers since he left. Christian Kirk. Does this sound familiar? Banged up. Injury issues. Going to miss the Texans opener. Actually, the wording is at least the Texans opener. Kirk has a strained hamstring, which is not surprising in the least. That's a football fix. You're welcome. Brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin and the home course, the Jewington Creek Golf Club. Pick and arrival and more come your way next. We got all your Friday faves on a GFL Friday. You're listening to 1010XL on 92.5 FM.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. 1010XL's Hayes Carline represents you in the locker room.
You gotta up your game.
Interview persons of interest so you'll have the information you need to get ready for game day.
Time to put on your game face.
Opened by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. And I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Okay, Jacksonville, it's Hicken here with a game changer. I've tested the field, and Checkmate Coatings is my new go-to for durable, jaw-dropping floor coatings, man. I'm talking garage. Oh, start there. Patio, pool deck, driveways. They can do it all. Talk to Brendan. He's the owner of Checkmate Coatings, man. He's been in it. He knows what he's doing. He loves it. And he's got true Jacksonville folks keeping prices low with no massive overhead. So slam dunk those floors. CheckmateCoatings.com. That's CheckmateCoatings.com. It's Checkmate Coatings. Your floor's missing piece.
Craving tacos? Take advantage of the amazing lunch specials at One Night Taco Stand. Get bold flavors and bang for your buck with the Taco Trio. Choose any 3 tacos for just $10.99. If you're looking for a Taco Tuesday special every day, then look no further than One Night Taco Stand. 3 Jacksonville locations: Mandarin, Orange Park, and Southside at Bay Meadows.
You already know it's your main man E to the T here for Twin Peaks, home of the 29-degree draft. And with ball season here, make sure you're on the lookout for my instant reaction before, during, or after the game. All brought to you by Twin Peaks, home of the 29-degree drafts. Come on, somebody.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, rolling lot bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hi, I'm Sean Monahan from Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. Since 1977, we've been Jacksonville's local family jeweler with a beautiful selection of fine jewelry and certified diamonds. But we're also Jacksonville's leading buyer of gold, silver, and diamonds from the public. Gold's recently hit an all-time high at over $3,000 per ounce. Pay bills, buy something fun. Now is the time to sell your gold for cash and get top dollar, or trade it in for a new piece and get even more at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
Cool air and clean air. Getting out from under that Florida sun and cooling off inside is where Florida Home AC shines. Think about it. You spend a lot of time indoors, and air quality is crucial to your health and comfort. Pollutants like dust, pollen, germs, and allergens can build up, affecting your well-being. Florida Home is dedicated to enhancing your indoor experience with superior air quality solutions like whole home air purification systems. Find out by logging on to FloridaHomeAC.com or call 877-4300.
Been in a car crash? I'm local attorney Rick Alexander, and I've made it our mission at the Alexander Law Practice to listen to you so I can fight for the best possible result for you. I've been practicing over 30 years, and our team focuses on guiding you through the entire process. And because fees and reimbursement costs come out at the end of the case, I will never ask you to come out of pocket. For a free review, call 904-400-6600 or log on to alexanderlawpractice.com, Jacksonville.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Lone Pronto Jacksonville. Jag VP Tony Baselli says everyone is hitting the same note.
We're going to keep the main thing, and that is winning football games.
The Gators are 3-0 versus the USF Bulls. You can hear the game live Saturday, starting with the pregame show at 1 p.m. on 1010XL and 92.5. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 6:59 and it's 71 degrees. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farrah doesn't flinch. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
This is how we do. It's Friday.
Oh, you know it.
Everybody's looking forward to
Sweet Friday. E, I'm going to need a little emotion, a little help, please.
I got you. Hey! Ho! Hey ho, hey ho! Hey, hey ho!
Take it, Friday.
Sweet girl trying to make her way.
That's so sweet, though.
Sweet
There's
to
a
me.
lot of stories about Friday. The way she hits on the interns here, the smoking in the building.
Seems like everybody loves her.
I love him.
I know you do.
Yeah, boy.
You know what, E?
Huh?
I've been thinking about it.
Talk to me.
It's a football Friday.
It is.
Why not one more time?
That's what it is. Go Friday. Go Friday.
Shimmying.
I mean, the worst thing about last night was the bolt of lightning across Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, which made me think, oh boy, I don't know if I can make it to the end of this one.
Yeah, I shut her down.
As soon as that happened, I went like,
Yeah, I knew. Because once they closed it down, it's not like they come back in 15 minutes either.
Correct.
Just to get back,
Yeah.
you know you're down for probably an hour. I couldn't do it.
Yeah. So right off the rip, we got Spitgate, Jalen Carter. I mean, come on, dude. I mean, at any point are you going to grow up?
Yeah, that's a
Good
dumb
gracious.
one. That's a dumb one.
Yeah, that
Beyond
might be
dumb.
The way the league is now, they might suspend
They
him for
might.
a game
They're
or two.
saying it. That's Ian and I were talking. That's like the ultimate. That's the ultimate in sport. You don't do that.
You don't.
Like more than anything else. You could slap a guy in the face, he'd take less
right.
less disrespect out of it than being spit on.
I'm a little. I don't know what to make of great receiver. Oh, I also said this last night, and then I'll get to CD in a minute. They all tell me that Jalen Hurts ain't the guy. Well, who's the best player on the Philadelphia Eagles? Because I think it's Jalen Hurts. Who is the best player? Now, the quarterback position brings some of that. But, man, when they needed to make a play last night, you know who made the play? Number one.
Same old.
It wasn't number 11. It wasn't number 6. Who's the best player on the Eagles, E?
I think I got to go Saquon.
Yeah? 18 for 60.
Yeah, I know. Wasn't great last night. But stats didn't define Hurts either. He didn't have a big stat game. He did what the difference is he can do what Barkley just did. Barkley can't do what he does.
Right.
So there's that, but that's the nature of the position.
I watched him throw. He looks fine throwing to me now. All of a sudden, I realized, well, he hadn't thrown to a receiver yet.
The guy that got kicked out of the game is pretty good.
He is pretty good.
He's arguably the best.
He is pretty good. But I don't think he's better than Jalen Hurts. Like, if you had to lose a guy, they won the game without that guy. But they won the game and Jalen Hurts went out, or you just tell me that's the position?
That position, that plays a role in it.
It does play a role, but
I guess
Jalen Hurts, they said last night, has played for 5 of the last 9 championships.
It's interesting. College and pro.
Guy's a winner, man.
For sure. All those things are absolutely true. And you don't have to be the statistical marvel and be a really good championship quarterback. He's been to 2 Super Bowls. He's won.
Would you rather have Jalen Hurts?
Aren't we past the vetting of Jalen Hurts?
I hope so.
He's considered the 5th best quarterback in the game. That's a good
not
spot.
always.
Most places.
Yeah.
Most places. It's certainly in the
I was listening
the fan spot.
I was listening to Jaws last night, and he was now he does Philly football. Sure. But he was telling everybody he's the best quarterback in the NFL. He's got a Vince Lombardi ring.
That might be a much.
Yeah.
but he's your guy, and he won. I mean, it's easy to go with the current champ.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's terrific. But again, he's never going to be 350-yard pass.
Rather have Jalen Hurts or Dak Prescott?
Jalen.
Me too.
Yeah, Jalen.
Yeah. Jalen Hurts, I mean, he got out of some trouble last night with his legs. He made some throws. ran for a couple tutties, which is nice in that red zone. Things get tight in that red zone. It's tough, and he finds ways to score.
Yep. Meet your new boss, same as your old boss.
And
the
Collinsworth had a good point, and it's like, he goes, man, they get to a 2nd and 3. They literally could do the tush push 3 times and get the first down.
They want, yeah.
If they want. And so he's like, 2nd down and 2, it's like a free play. It's like, do whatever you want to do. Right. Whatever play you're sitting on, go run that play. Changes the whole thing for him. But anyway, I was thinking about that last night because everybody was, he's like the 6th best player. No, he's not. No.
Again, you can't be the 5th best quarterback in the league I think a consensus would put him there. I know fantasy football players would. He goes 5th in every draft when maybe Jaden Daniels pushes him to 6th.
Now to the Divas.
Whew. You got to show up, Divas.
I thought this weekend, and it's now carried over to CeeDee Lamb. I was watching the young kid, and again, he's just Jeremiah Smith. Had like 2 catches, had drops. He was dropped like 2-3 balls in a row.
Receiver.
Yeah, dropped like 2-3 balls in a row.
Yeah, I saw that in the game.
All right, can you be the best receiver in the country if you drop 2-3 balls?
Certainly a bad day.
Bad day.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to have a bad day if you're a diva receiver? I don't know.
Yeah, if you're a diva, you can't.
Is Smith a diva?
I don't know if Smith is.
Yeah, CD is a diva.
CD's a diva.
Diva, no, you can't. I will say this. He went non-diva in the postgame. It's on me. I can't believe I did that.
I can't either, though.
You know, I can't. I don't.
But, I mean, we're paying you 40 plus. But you got to catch that ball.
I think it's a premier.
Is it hard to catch a football if you're a great receiver and it's laid in your hands?
No.
It should not be hard. How do you miss it?
The great tweeter from Varsity Blues says, hey, look, it's a football. I'm going to catch it.
By the way, if you just quote a tweeter,
yeah, boy,
I'm on board with you, man.
Yes, sir.
I want to hug you right now for quoting tweeter.
Miss Davis, you got a problem with me?
I love Tweeter and Billy Bob more than I love life.
I love Tweeter in that movie.
Tweeter's great. You know who Tweeter is, don't you?
No, who's Tweeter?
You probably don't know. The problem is you don't know his daddy. His daddy is James Caan. You don't know that name. But he is a great actor.
Yeah, he was kind of
He's a bad A.
Yeah,
he was in the Godfather movies.
Okay.
James Caan is, anyway, that's his son.
Papa Tweeter.
Yeah. But the old Tweeter, man. Now, Tweeter was a baller.
He was.
Because he wasn't a big dude now.
No, Tweeter was a dog.
Yeah, he was a dog. We need Tweeter on our team.
Yes, goodness.
I feel like I'd just like to have a guy named. Let's proclaim one of these dudes Tweeter. Let's pick our Tweeter.
Tweeter's got to be a white guy, right?
He just is what it is.
He's got to be a white guy.
A white guy. Like
Tweeter can't be a black guy.
I'm gonna tell you who Tweeter is.
Who?
Coop from the Eagles.
Cooper DeJean.
Yeah, that's Tweeter.
Oh, that's Tweeter.
Well, he can't be ours then.
Correct.
Dewey's got a little Tweeter in him.
Yeah, but
a little
skin tone.
Yeah. Right, not the ability.
Anyway, I feel like we need to run a disclaimer.
But anyway, I just feel like what?
Well, we just need to run a disclaimer. Everybody is on this horse. They're driving into work. They've seen this one video of Dak spitting on the ground, and they're all saying,
they keep saying that.
Stop it, y'all.
Yeah.
Jalen Carter does not apologize if he feels he was spat at. That's the ultimate right there. All he did was his tail between his legs. No one thought he was spitting on him. Quit it.
Hey, he just spit down.
Yeah, he just spit down, and they do it all the time. Players do. Was it a little bit of
showmanship?
Yeah, but that's okay. You're allowed to do that.
Yeah. He could have done it back. Jalen Carter could have spit right back.
Exactly. It's not any.
Just don't go up good nose to nose and spit on a man.
This is like if someone came up on the street and they tapped you on the shoulder and you shot him.
Yeah.
Oh, but he tapped him. I just saw video. He tapped him.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say it again. I feel like there should be a disclaimer, but man, y'all don't go all misinformed.
I was driving to a dinner last night with I had a nice dinner with the PNC Bank guys,
nice.
Good dudes. Anyway,
love those guys.
In fact, here's something odd.
Okay.
You had the luncher. I had the dinner.
Oh, with the luncher. Yeah. We passed him around yesterday. And it's a GFL Friday, so it all comes together. Perfect synergy.
But anyway, shout out to him. But so I'm listening to the Liam Cohen show. Okay. I got the Liam Cohen show. Week 1, they tell me I got Liam Cohen. I got no Liam Cohen.
Already? Was it Udinsky? Who do we go with?
We went with Tony and Jimmy Gladstone again.
Oh.
But the way they were talking, it's like they rebranded the show.
It's now the Tony Show.
No, it's like Jags HQ. Like Liam might be here occasionally, but maybe not.
Yeah. Wow. It's kind of like Baselli when he worked with us. James Caan, you'll know this. He was he's Elf's dad in Elf. That's
Okay.
James Caan.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Elf.
Okay.
So yeah, I was taken aback. I mean, it's the Liam Cohen show, and I guess he's not going to be doing it that much.
You know what? Winning games, we don't care.
We don't care.
Because obviously you're using that time to better end.
Yeah. You got to win.
No, it's frustrating.
It is what it is. But, I mean, I do think, Tony and Gladstone are good on the show, so that's good. But you still want to hear from the head coach.
Yeah.
Now, this is the head coach.
I will say this. You hear from my perspective,
Yeah.
I'd rather hear Tony and Gladstone only because I hear from the head coach 4 or 5 times a week.
Yeah.
Now,
this head coach does call the plays, so maybe that adds to it, you know. So, I don't know. But it's just
I don't know how coaches, is every coach do a show, you think?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I think so.
Used to be TV. They don't do those anymore, do they?
Well, as a
or do you
kid,
do one? Do you do? Y'all still the official station?
No.
There's not a TV coach's
No.
show. There used to be. Those were kind of cool when you were a kid. You didn't have the kind of access.
We do a Monday night show with a player and a Thursday night show with a player. Used to watch the Don Shula show when I was a kid.
Sure.
Channel 10 with Chuck Dowdle.
And they were probably even bigger with the college coaches show. Because in college, you didn't see all the games. Now you see all the college games, but back in the day, seeing the coaches shows where you got the first bunch of huge highlights.
You know what's funny? These coaches make more and more, and they have less and less to do, if you think about it. Used to be like Kleckler and Orr used to have to, they'd set up on the field or in the studio Sunday morning early or Saturday night
They come
after
back
the
and
game.
go.
They go
Yeah.
do the show, man.
Yeah.
They tape that dadgum show to run in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And it'd be like 2 a.m.
That's right.
sometimes.
And they
would
would
do it.
see it on their Spurried out the bags. Bobby and Gene would both be looking at each other like, and Bobby Bowden was doing that at like 72 years old.
Bobby
Getting home
Bowden
at 3 in the morning. What in the world?
That's Tommy Lee Polly. I'm over there in Lake City. His mama came by and gave me some rhubarb pie. Oh, so good. So good.
I'll give you just a cool little Gator tie-in to the coaches shows.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in like middle school, like elementary, going into middle school, like 6th, 7th grade, we moved to West Virginia. And this was back in the day of over-the-air TV, Hick. So the way you got television, and you know this, you put a big antenna up.
Yeah.
Well, if you live, like as we did, in a high point of West Virginia in the northern part of the state, when we put that antenna up, buddy, we could get like network affiliates from 8 or 9 different cities, from, Steubenville to over to Virginia.
Ohio.
Right, all kinds of cool stuff. Well, so we got this one station from like Roanoke, Virginia or somewhere. And they would show the Charlie Pell show on Sunday mornings.
Go figure.
Right. And then after the fact, I did a little, at the time I didn't note it, but then later in life I remember circling back and finding out, well, like the GM of the station or the station owner was a Gator.
Oh, there you
So
go.
they showed the Florida Gator coaches show in like the middle of the mountains of West Virginia.
Love it. Our Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day brought to you by our friends at Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Florida Gators, the PGA Tour, and maybe soon the Tampa Bay Rays. DreamFindersHomes.com, the place to go, man. Look at those homes. Just look at them. They are beautiful. And they're in 15 different locations.
15 of them things.
Thank you, E. All over our area. And you will absolutely love them. You first-time homeowners, take advantage of some of these great interest rates. Again, DreamFindersHomes.com for all your information. After the Jags beat Carolina to get to 1-0.
Yes, I like the way you phrased that. Attaboy.
Which game do they have the best chance to win next? The best chance.
That's a good question.
At Cincy versus Houston, at San Fran or KC on Monday Night Football. Which game do they have the best chance to win next after they get to 1-0?
Is this a big consensus on this one? Or is it pretty split?
Big consensus.
Yeah, Houston.
Yep.
Yeah, this is the home game, and that's probably the lesser of those teams, too. So I would expect a big consensus there.
Okay. Although Christian McCaffrey suddenly has a calf injury. Driving me nuts. E, what say you?
The very next week, they coming off of a win. They got momentum. They're going to go into Cincy. And let's not act like, well, now their offense is crazy, but their defense is trash. So if we can light up the scoreboard to quote
Win a
the head
shootout.
coach,
Win a
right.
shootout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, all you had to say was that's a dub.
That's a dub.
Pretty long-winded explanation for that.
I like that. So
I would think it would be Houston as well. I would be in the consensus there. But listen, part of that answer might change depending on what happens with the Bengals, right? But really, the only thing that would change is if Joe Burrow suddenly couldn't play against us. If Joe Burrow and the Bengals are at full strength and it's their home opener, I'm going to ride the Bengals in that one.
Well, sure, but last year their home opener was against the New England Patriots and they lost.
They also lost to Washington at home early last year.
I lost a lot of games.
Remember they did the Jags route. They were like 1-4 or what that number that you can't come back from, and then they almost did. And they also early, remember they lost the heartbreaker at Kansas City?
Yeah.
They had the Chiefs beat. And, Harrison Butker hit like a 50-something yarder.
Well, you can vote at Dreamfinders or on Twitter on our Dreamfinders Homes poll question.
What do you think of my idea I had this morning? We've talked about it before. And I mean this. This isn't just a throw it around as a sidebar. It's time to narrow the goalpost in football.
Oh, yeah.
It's too easy.
Oh, yeah.
The kick for 3 points is supposed to at least have some difficulty to it.
After the year, because I have Cam Little not missing
I got
this
you.
year.
Now, and they won't do it in the middle of the year, but the
Right.
time has passed come. And by the way, while we're at it, the red zone shouldn't be the 20. The red zone's now the 30.
Yeah.
You get inside the 30, you got a 90% chance of making a field goal.
Well, it's funny because I was watching highlights from a game I can't remember what game it was. And the ball was at the 38, and it was 4th and whatever. And they were within 3 or less than 3.
And they had to go for it.
They went for it.
Yeah.
Now, yesterday, if you watched, we got a 58-yard field goal attempt.
No problem.
No problem.
Made it by 10 yards.
Yeah.
And then and Aubrey, which we know, but he had a 50-something play.
Yeah.
Like these guys hit through 52-yarders like it used to be a 35-yarder.
Yes.
We got to make an adjustment.
Yeah.
And I know that games transition. They're not supposed to stay the exact same. But at the core of football, it's supposed to be hard to score.
Yeah.
And it's become too easy. You make 2 first downs and you trot out your kicker for a 58-yarder.
No, our guy's a weapon. We got to use him. He should, we should be attempting a lot of field goals this year.
And think of that would create a lot more changes than the field goal percentage. You're going to be a lot less likely to try that 58-yarder and give them the ball at the 50 if you got a more narrow goalpost. Anyway, just an idea.
Yep. Well, we're just warming up. You got your picks. Did you study last night?
I've looked at some of the lines.
Okay.
It's progress.
That's progress.
Our picks, are they next?
No.
Okay. When are the picks? At 7:30? The 2 segments from now?
Yes.
So I should probably maybe in this break really dive in. And I've also decided this, since ESPN has started a sports book and it's so easy and so all-encompassing that we just use the ESPN lines online. Are we cool with that?
I'm fine with whatever, as long as we're consistent.
That's just
it's
easy
fine
to
with
do.
me.
And now that ESPN is literally, taking bets and not just, copying lines, we can just go that way.
I like it.
All right. Well, the 5-packs still to come. We have the 10-minute drill when we return.
Okay.
It's a GFL Friday with the luncher and the dinnerer and anyone else invited.
Yeah.
Downtime with Dan is serviced by the local family-owned company for home comfort and your statewide mechanical partner for the biggest projects, Lloyd's Heating and Air.
I think we got to say rest in peace boxing. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you, but when Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather Jr. agree to compete in a match next spring, and that's like the biggest news in boxing in a couple years, I don't know what to say. Now, part of it is I don't follow it as much, so I'm sure there are some good boxers out there. But the way that the UFC and other sports like that have taken over, boxing seems to me like it is on its last legs. Because when I'm looking, I had Mayweather against Conor McGregor in a boxing match. I had Tyson against one of the Paul brothers in a boxing match. Why would I be intrigued to watch Tyson and Mayweather? I don't know, but yet I probably will. And I think I probably will because I don't watch any other boxing anymore. Do you? I'm just wondering.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, he's our Big Mac.
Woo! It's Smash Mouth football, baby!
Tom McManus brings his big opinions to Jaguars Today.
Every Friday morning at 10 a.m. on 1010 XL.
Protected by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors.
As a contractor, finding reliable subcontractors is key to project success. Prosser here. Guys, that's where Lloyd's Heating and Air shines. Not just your mechanical HVAC experts, but your partner, understanding every facet of construction to keep your project on track. Lloyd's will spot issues early before they cause delays. If you're a contractor with a need for reliability, visit LloydsHeatingandAir.com. Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
Hey, Icken here for Lockhart Construction and Roofing. Shane Lockhart and his dad have been doing roofs in Jacksonville and taking care of construction for a long, long time. Listen, they've basically rebuilt my house. I've used them so many times. Bathroom, you name it, they've done it. Laundry room, terrific work. They do it all, and they do it well. And they do it in a clean way, in a fast way, in an affordable way. Their family gives your family a better living experience. They also do roofs, man. They GAF, Master Elite Warranty, Master Elite Contractor. They've been doing it forever, and they do it right. So whatever you're in the need for. At some point, you're going to need a roof. I'm just telling you, call Shane. Shane's the man. You need info, give Shane a call you back. 994-3865. Shane Lockhart, 994-3865.
Buying a diamond, wedding band, or piece of fashion jewelry in Jacksonville? You have two choices. You can go to locally owned Beard's Diamonds, or you can go to one of those mega national chain jewelry stores. The national chains are pretty much all the same. In fact, did you know that some of them are owned by the same conglomerate? Yes, the same Wall Street company owns all the big names. So if you're looking for extreme value with genuine personal attention, come experience the Beard's Diamond difference. At Beard's, our diamonds come straight from the source. We hand select each one for maximum brilliance. We don't have to apply corporate markups and tack on salespeople commissions, so we beat the chains on price every single day. Beard's has the strongest warranties, not gotcha clauses and fine print. Beard's has all the top designers, including Tacori and Viraggio. Beard's doesn't have out-of-state regional managers calling about sales quotas. We are all local, family-owned with total freedom to do what's right for our customers. Beard's Diamonds, all the selection, quality, value, and service you want from local people, accountable only to you. Beard's in the St. John's Town Center.
You've waited patiently, and the wait is almost over. NFL football is back.
That's awesome.
Kickoff week on 1010XL is built by KO Electric Heating and Air and Roland Reach Plumbing.
Let the games begin.
What's happening, folks? It's your main man, E.T. here. And you know I love me some Clay County. Whether it's a paddle down the St. Johns River, fishing on Doctors Lake, or hitting the trails, adventure is always in play here. And it's just a short drive away. This month, gear up for the Whistling Death 5 and 10K. Bold flavors at the annual Soul Food Festival, plus fall festivals happening across the county. If you have not checked out what's happening in Clay County, now's the time to do it. See the full lineup at exploreclay.com. That's exploreclay.com.
Elbow pain, whether acute or chronic, can make it difficult to do normal activities like playing sports, doing household chores, or even sleeping comfortably. Dr. George Barr here, and no one wants to deal with pain without solutions on how to feel better. We've all heard of tennis and golfer's elbow, but there's plenty more that can cause pain, like osteoarthritis, muscle tears, and nerve entrapment. All are treatable at Barr Orthopedics. Getting you back to full health is our mission, and there's a number of different treatment options we can offer. Call us today or visit barrorthopedics.com.
Hey, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, you have children, of course you want to take care of your family. That's why I'm here to tell you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. Matt's the attorney. I'm not. But listen, it's time to do that will. Get it done. Get it out of the way. Take care of it. Why? You work hard for your money, man. You should be able to decide where your money goes if something should happen to you. Planning also helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes. And Matt Hinson's your guy. He's been doing it for a long time. He knows how to do it. He's going to help you with your decisions. He'll provide you information needed. So choices are easy. It's the Hinson Law Firm. You got questions, reach out to Maddie, 527-1700, 904-527-1700. The offices are in Jacksonville, Florida. Gang, don't let the state decide your fate.
Hey, Jacksonville, this is Chip Davis, director of the Flounder Pounder Fishing Tournament. We are fast approaching our 16th annual tournament benefiting the Jacksonville School for Autism. With the help of our amazing community, we raised over $1.4 million the last 15 years. This year's tournament will be held at Palm Valley Outdoors on the Intercoastal Waterway. Captain's meeting is Thursday night, October 9th, and the tournament is Saturday, October 11th. I'm inviting you and your family to come out and enjoy our tournament festivities, raise some money, and support autism awareness. Special thanks to U.S. Army Recruitment Jacks for their support. Flounder Pounder for Autism 2025. See you there.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Jax is more than a city, beaches, suburbs, or a destination. We're a community that takes care of each other. I'm former Jaguar Tom McManus. J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling is dedicated to serving you with respect and integrity. We haul construction debris or property cleanouts for managers, owners, and realtors. We do it all. Call 506-1256 for your free estimate today. We're here for you. We're veteran-owned and operated. J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
Yeah, we got sports concepts and rationalizations coming your way. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, E, what are you handing out as a prize pack today, my friend?
I'm handing out lunch for 2 at any of the 5 area flame broilers where we have a certificate for a free regular bowl. All you got to do is hit me up at the end of the 10-minute drill.
Now, listen, Ryan Clark has some interesting insights at times, but he threw a dumb one out yesterday.
And it was in response. He should have just held firm to his initial comment and he would have been fine.
Yeah.
But tried to explain a comment that really was rational with a completely irrational one. So go take the floor and tell him what.
Well, he just was talking about generational talents. And he goes, listen, you probably think more people are generational talents than I do. Peyton Manning's not a generational talent. Tom Brady's not a generational talent. Drew Brees is not a generational talent.
And there's no but, there's no if. That's just
and some people tried to present it as those guys were hard workers, but Peyton was a generational talent, man.
So was Brady. He's got more than anyone.
Yeah. So you can. It's a tough argument.
It happened.
They end up being generational talents.
Well, how this whole thing started was Ryan Clark dared say that he didn't think Arch Manning was a generational talent. He talked about this competition he had in high school and how he sat behind a 7th round draft pick and how Trevor and others had to win jobs as freshmen. They didn't sit behind suspect players, and that was a fair point. Mm-hmm. Well, then people assaulted him for that comment and explained it way wrong.
Yeah.
It just got that then became wrong. I thought he was fine with the first comment. I'm surprised he felt he had to suddenly express an opinion that Tom Brady and Peyton Manning aren't generational quarterbacks.
My favorite response to that was they went and dug up a couple Brady throws right over Ryan Clark. Said, here's some generational talent for you, Ryan.
Yeah, they'll come
Ryan Clark chasing dudes. So
yeah,
that was pretty good. So. But that's, it is what it is. I mean, I don't know.
Well, we can introduce Fred Taylor on Monday as our generational talent at running back.
He'll enjoy that.
Yeah.
He'll enjoy that. So
they stir it up over there, the pivot.
Oh, yeah. That was on ESPN.
Yeah, I know. But he's now, they kind of, if you're reading something on, he's referenced as that pivot host, and I see Fred and Channing's name thrown around a lot, so good for them. What do you make of Bill Belichick banning the Patriots staff from campus? That sounds like a really weird, odd thing to do.
Again, I don't know.
Think it's Jordan that's making this call?
Or Lombardi, or, he's got these people around him that I just don't know are the right people.
Well, maybe the Patriots also called and said, that's okay, Bill. I watched the game the other night. Doesn't look like you have anybody we'd want.
Right. That's also fair. So
it's just starting to feel like one and done to me.
Yeah.
Belichick not giving a rip and saying, you know what, I'm not doing this, and going off to a beach cabana with Jordan. And
I don't know, man. This guy, obviously, for him to take the job, he loves football.
I just don't know how you can do this and think you're going to be successful.
He loves ball, but
does he think he's going to be successful, you think?
Too early to judge. I'm not going to say no. He might do okay. But his first test, he got a 52.
Yeah. CD got an F last night.
Yeah.
Cowboys lost.
And he had such a good start, man.
He did have that one drop on the slant that kind of slid through him. Look, all the 4 or 5 drops weren't easy grabs. 3 of them were, and they were all kind of game momentum changing misses, and you can't have it.
You got to hit your 4th and 3 if you're the Cowboys late in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to score. You got to go down and score. You know,
sure.
I kind of thought the Cowboys were going to play him tough, and they did, but. The Eagles beat the Cowboys last year combined like 75-13. I mean, they obliterated them twice.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think Dak played in either of them.
Yeah.
So that makes a difference.
Dak definitely, in fairness to Dak, who's, as the quarterback of the Cowboys and a highly paid one, is always going to be, judged probably a little bit more harshly than a lot. They're a different team when he plays and when he doesn't. That's for sure.
100%.
And part of that is they've never had a great backup, but the starters are starters and backups are backups at that position, especially for a reason.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So we'll get our first look at Trevor on Sunday, the new and improved Trevor Lawrence, we all hope, and we'll see how it goes. It's just it will be a fascinating subplot to this football season, as there are many this year, but Trevor Lawrence's growth is huge for this franchise.
Can I look into my hindsight telescope? We will often come back on a Monday or Tuesday and say, in hindsight, we should have said this, or this wasn't true what we said. Let me go ahead and hindsight one thing that we would say today. What do you want to see on Sunday? I don't care how we do it. I just want to win. We just need a win.
Yeah.
We would say things like that. But if they did have that win and there were 4 turnovers or this player played terrible, or this, we would not be just okay with a win. We would be grinding on imperfections and weaknesses. Your quarterback's got to play better from start to finish. They have to be perfect every game and every play. No one is. That expectation isn't real, but the one they have for him down there is going to find out is reachable. I think it is. Others are less confident.
Some people are more sensitive to social media than others. People who live on it, pay close attention to it, etc. And so at ESPN, I like to see, well, what ESPN personality is probably on social media as much as anyone?
Okay.
Who would you guess? If you think about it, you would know. But
Stephen A.
That's a good one. But no, there's even somebody else who's...
McAfee?
No, who's always doing this, even when he's on television.
Who was doing
Is that like one of the, like Windhorst or one of those guys?
Uh-huh. Adam Schnipner.
Okay, Schefter.
Right?
Okay.
Schechter?
Always working.
Schefter.
Schneckner.
Correct.
Okay.
I saw a good movie yesterday, 12. That's all I'll say. It's a war movie, though. It's really good.
Oh.
You seen that one?
No.
Okay. You'd like it.
No. Well, Adam Schnipter.
Schefter.
Okay. Said some added clarity. He's gray.
He's jaundiced.
Yeah. NFL Red Zone is 7 hours, 420 minutes. Over that time, viewers will be served 1 to 2 total minutes of ads in 15-second increments. This comes out to anywhere between 0.25 to 0.5% of the total time, considerably less than other sports entertainment programs. That's not the point, Adam Schnipter. What's happening is you've opened Pandora's box.
Right. It's
and
not
you'll
gonna
say that
stop
this
there.
year, but
Yeah.
next year,
That's fair.
It'll be 2 to 3 minutes.
Right. Well, already there are numerous NFL games on a year that you have to pay to see. You have
Correct.
to subscribe to Netflix or Prime or wherever. Now, tonight, by the way, you do not have to be a YouTube TV subscriber. It'll be on regular YouTube. You can just go on YouTube like you do to watch your, fishing videos.
One note as we had to break, Brandon Sproat called up finally by the Mets, the Gator.
Yeah.
So the former Gator will make his debut on Sunday.
How has he been in the minors?
He's been terrific. He's the hardest throwing of their 3 guys that they now are all up and all have places in the rotation.
Including, let me see that Tong.
Yes. He goes tomorrow.
Nice.
And McLean's 4-0, Tong's 1-0, and we would be in deep trouble without those guys.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a good little pick-me up there. The 2 big series in baseball this weekend both involve the New York teams. The Mets can, I think, put away the Reds by winning 2 out of 3 this weekend.
They can put away the Reds, but the Giants are a game ahead of the Reds.
Okay, well, either way, you got to win 2 out of 3 against a good team.
Yes.
Or it would help to win 2 out of 3. You got it. You got the lead. Anyway, but the Yankees have gotten hot. The Jays have cooled off, and so New York's within 3, and they start a series with them. It's a big difference being the division winner or the wild card.
Yes.
It's a difference.
100%.
So the Yankees and Jays will start a big 3-gamer tonight. 3 games back. What do we got? 20?
Now, what isn't that big of a difference is wild card 2 and wild
That's
card
right.
3.
Sometimes it's better to be the other.
Because you're both going to the other place for 3 games.
Right.
So
That's correct.
It doesn't much matter.
So, yeah, just a couple of baseball series maybe to keep your eye on. Let's take a quick time out. The
wanna do
NFL
that?
also tonight. Chargers, Chiefs. We should remind folks of that.
Sao Paulo?
The 5-pack's next, isn't it?
It is. Did you dig in last semester?
I got to get going here. Let's go to break. We'll be back in the morning.
641-1010. Come kind, come courteous, come correct.
Lunch for 2 at any of the 5 area flame broilers where I got a certificate for a free regular bowl. Holla at your boy right now at 904-641-1010.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Hey, I'm Tony from Tony D's Pizza. People ask me all day long, is it the water that makes the difference? Well, yes and no. Even water can't make a good pizza. It's the ingredients, too. The best tomatoes, the best flour, and the best cheese. Oh, and a lot of love. Tony D's New York Pizza, Bay Meadows and 295.
There are 3 certainties in life: death, taxes, and if you stay in your home long enough, a new roof. Pick it here for our friends at Lockhart Roofing. Nobody better in Jacksonville. How do I know? They are a local certified Master Elite contractor, and that means they have a GAF Master Elite warranty. That's the best in the roofing industry. In this day and age, don't settle for cheaper discount roofers. Lockhart Roofing has been here for decades. They aren't going anywhere. Call my friends at Lockhart Roofing, 994-3851. That's 994-3851. Lockhart Roofing, Jacksonville's best for Jacksonville people.
If you're tired of weekend projects turning into weekend disasters, you're not alone. Building a fence isn't as easy as it looks. And let's face it, your neighbor still hasn't fixed his lopsided masterpiece. But Superior Fence and Rail makes it easy. Highly trained professionals, top quality materials, and a fence you'll love for years to come. Skip the stress and call the pros today.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Right now, they're on their way to disrupt your life, make you uncomfortable, and rob you. Don't bother calling the police. They can't help. That's right. Summer heat and humidity are about to attack North Florida again. You know what to do. Call Mike Merritt. Mike Merritt's Heating and Air has a license to chill. When heat and humidity are attacking you, Mike Merritt provides a comfortable chill at a bargain price. Mike has been keeping North Florida comfortable for 30 years. Mike Merritt technicians are never paid commissions, meaning you'll never be pressured to buy something you don't need. And Mike Merritt knows cooling issues can arise anytime. They don't just happen during business hours. So Mike Merritt never charges overtime fees. When you need us, we're here for you. Remember, in the fight against heat and humidity, Mike Merritt has a license to chill. Visit merrittair.com. Florida license number CACO 50384.
Ticket here with lots more on George Moore Chevrolet. Hey, Justin Moore, what are you doing in our commercial?
Dan, this Moore just wanted to remind folks of vehicles less than $20,000 on our lot. Or you can always go more with our Silverado EV.
I have my boy Blue, that beautiful Gator Blue Silverado. Love, love, love it. And that service department, second to none. Let's just say it means more to Gabe and the boys who take great care of us.
Not to mention, we do more for the community. We love Jacksonville. Been around these parts since 1986.
George Moore Chevrolet. Need I say more?
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks, and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, rolling lot bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
No more climbing ladders or tree shopping or untangling lights. Nope, Kuhn Flowers will take care of all of this for you this fall when you schedule your holiday home decorating team. This is ET with 1010XL, and now is a good time to call Kuhn Flowers. They'll do it all. They'll do it this fall.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Friday 5-Pack, tuned up by Expert Automotive on 1010XL.
It's a long, sordid history of the Friday 5-Pack. Dave Brubeck is back for another year. Take the baseline for a walk. Keep the cymbal splashy.
God rest his soul.
Take 5 Quartet. It's one of their hits. Last week, yours truly 3-2. Off to a great start.
I crapped the
JP
bed like I
nailed it
usually do right out of the gates. 1 and 4. I got backdoored on one. It could have been 2 and 3, and the rest were just, well, quite frankly, just god awful, terrible picks. So wasn't even close on a couple more. This week I have done this. I've graduated from really forgetting about the 5-pack and looking.
You have 5 written down.
I have 5 written down.
Very good.
And I've already had to it's really 6 because we determined that we had a same pick.
Yeah,
I deferred.
I'll jump right in on that one.
Sure you will.
The FDS Friday Degenerate Special. I'll put my money where my mouth is.
Okay.
I feel like the Chiefs want to make a statement. I feel like the Chargers are missing their left tackle. It's only 3 points. I'm gonna. Kansas City's used to these things. Chargers aren't. Chargers, according to Ping, are annoyed at having to go down there. I think they were told they weren't going to have to, or I think it's the Chargers' home game.
It is.
So I'm going to take Kansas City -3.
3.5.
3.5.
Yep. We're this year, gang, since they're running a sports book and it's easy and up to date.
That's
we're doing
why.
ESPN bet.
The only reason why we're doing
it's easy.
It's
Go
easy.
on the scoreboards and it's right there. The spread
right there.
But it is legit now. It's not just cherry pick. That's what they're offering.
Correct.
All right. I'm going to start in the college game.
All right.
And I'm trying to get back to my natural.
Why don't you pick 2 here?
All right. Degenerate instincts.
All right.
Right,
good.
and there's a degenerate instinct that your spidey senses start tingling, or at least they should, when a line looks way out of whack.
Way out of whack.
They tell me Illinois is the 11th best team in the country.
You went back to that. Okay.
And Illinois goes to Duke this weekend.
Yeah.
And the fact that Illinois is only 2.5 point favorite, and by the way, it was 3.5, and now it's 2.5, and I don't think it's because the whole world's betting Duke. This tells me that Vegas knows Duke's winning the game. So I'm going to play Duke plus 2.5, but if I were playing with real money, I would just play Duke on the money line and count your cash.
Okay.
So we are going to go opposite on one, so I'll go ahead and throw it out there.
All right.
I'll take Big Blue and at least their recent championship experience to kind of ground out and keep a game close at Oklahoma. Do they win? I don't know, but the 5.5 seems kind of thick. I think Mateer
5.5 now.
Yeah,
wow.
I think Mateer, was it bigger than that
4.5.
before? Oh, it's 4.5. It's up to 5.5. Mateer and has I don't think seen a defense like the one he's going to see this week. So we'll see if they can slow him down a little.
All right, and I'm going to go with the trust of a couple things. I think Oklahoma's much improved, not just at quarterback, but again, true freshman quarterback from Michigan. A guy
wasn't great last week.
A guy who was 30 of 37 last week, and everybody loves him. Mateer, OU at home. I watched OU win some home games last year over Bama and such. It's a tough place to go to. I'm going to take OU and lay those 5.
So we're split on that one, and we were on one last week, and I'm 1-4. So there's your answer. All right, you're up. You have another one.
All right, I like, Danny loves a big spread. I got one big spread.
Okay.
I'm going to play this one. I think I like to look at teams that disappointed a week ago and then come back with a big spread and like, okay, we got to send a message here. Okay. So I'm going to go with Arch and the less than generational talent Manning.
Mm-hmm.
And I have him at 36.5.
Let me tell you what.
Over San Jose State, I believe.
San Jose State.
Yeah.
So old Spur used to say it. 36.5 it is.
Yeah, so I'm going to lay that 36.5 and go Horns. Hook them.
Yeah. Makes sense. All right. If the Falcons are indeed going to be a contender, then you're going to have a home, an opening week home win over a rival. I believe the Falcons beat the Bucs twice last year, and yet still couldn't get a tie for the division that would have given them the title.
Yeah.
But they open at home against Tampa. They're getting 1.5 points at home. I'll take the home dog. Give me the Falcons plus 1.5.
Okay.
I will follow that up with the black and blue that the Browns will be when the Bengals go back to Cincinnati. Burrow and the boys, I think, are on a mission to end this early season malaise that they've kind of made a part of their DNA the last few years. Cleveland is starting Joe Flacco at quarterback.
Yeah.
I repeat, Cleveland is starting Joe Flacco at quarterback. Nick Chubb ain't walking through that door to save anyone. It'll be Jerome Ford and the rookie Dylan Sampson at running back. I think the game plan for Cleveland should be a lot of David Njoku because, man, I think the Bengals win this one by a couple of scores. I'll lay a relatively big road spread. I'll take the Bengals minus 5.5.
Okay.
2 to finish there, Hickaroo.
I got 2 left?
Yes. Ever since we introduced Dave Brubeck and the quartet to the show, I never knew who he was before. It's amazing how many pop cultural references I've heard, like in different TV shows. Or
Isn't that funny?
Stuff. Yeah.
Navy is a good football team.
Okay.
UAB gave up 42 to Alabama State last week.
Is that a Trent Dilfer? Is that where he coaches?
I'm going to go.
Not for long.
Navy has their quarterback back, that Horvath kid. They're 21-point favorites. I'm going to lay the 21 and take the middies.
All right.
The other game I'm going to take, I got like 3 games
20
left.
and a half. Congratulations. See, I don't always just up the line for you. You're going to get it at 20 and a half.
Thank you. The other game I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills as a dog at home.
Yeah, I like that too.
I mean, I don't know if they're going to win, but
I don't understand that.
They've won 11 in a row at home. They're getting 1.5 points. I like the Ravens to go to the Super Bowl, but I'm going to go with Buffalo.
I'm 100% on a Sunday night, and the Bills, by the way, are one of those that will show up ready to play. I think so.
Yeah.
I believe you're getting 1.5. Let me double check on that. Bills plus 1.5.
Plus 1.5.
All right, I'll finish with an NFL too. When you go 1-4 in college, you tilt your card to the NFL. I like this one. I like this one a lot. I like the Patriots at home, starting a new era with this, just giving 2.5 to the Raiders, who get a tough start coming to the East Coast time zone. I like the Patriots a lot at -2.5. I think of all 5 picks that I had, if it was putting my own hard-earned money up, I think I would feel most comfortable Patriots -2.5. I also like Jags 3.5, but I'm just not going to mush them out of the gate, man. I'm just not going to. I think they cover. I do. I think the Jags win by 7, but I'm just not going to put the mush on. All right, that's 5-pack.
All right, I like it.
Let's do better this week.
Got to.
You're listening to The Drill. It's a GFL Friday. That's Green for Life.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Follow the Florida Gators on 1010XL.
Gators!
The Gators hook horns with the South Florida Bulls. Kickoff at 4 on Jacksonville's home of Florida Gators football. 1010XL.
Looking for an engagement ring in Jacksonville? Here's a pop quiz. Which Jacksonville jeweler cuts out the middleman and guarantees the lowest price on any diamond? I'm thinking it's... No, it's Beard's Diamonds. Question 2. Which jeweler in the town center has thousands of designer engagement rings and a multi-million-dollar diamond inventory? I'm going to say... No, it's Beard's Diamonds. Question 3. Which jeweler in Jacksonville offers an unbiased diamond education, a lifetime upgrade, and free maintenance for life? How about Dude, you should have learned by now it's Beard's Diamonds. Final question. Which jewelry store in Jacksonville hasn't been sold a few times and is currently not owned by a national conglomerate? Beard's Diamonds? Ding, ding, ding. Now you're getting it. Beard's Diamonds guarantees a better selection, an unbeatable price, superior warranties with no corporate rule books, no commission salespeople, and no chain store atmosphere. Beard's Diamonds, Jacksonville's jeweler. St. John's Town Center.
Certainly facing interesting economic times. Can't speak for everyone, but for me, it's comforting to know my money's in good hands with ITP Partners. Hicken here for ITP Partners. Jacksonville folks taking care of my Jacksonville money. Listen, I'm not an expert. I just read ball scores. But when they can explain it to me, they can explain it to anybody, and they do. They tell me about how the stock market works. They tell me when to buy. They tell me when to sell. And I trust them. I trust Chris Bryan. I trust Jeff Hartman, Reed Wingate, Janice Cobb, Dan Abel, Reagan Wright. Experience, they've got a ton of it. Expertise, yes. Knowledge, for sure. And they work with us. Like my son, Drew's goals are different than mine. He's younger, more aggressive, right? So they take all this into account, man, and they work with you. And they'll build a strategy for you. It's a great time to get started. Chris at ITPPartners.com or call them 312-9751. 312-9751. They're ITP Partners. And they're my financial partners for life.
Brackish Vodka, the spirit of the sportsman and proud partner of the Jaguars, is now available at the Fresh Market Spirits and Wine. The Fresh Market Spirits and Wine is a new adult beverage store offering spirits, wine, beer, and accessories at A1A North in Ponte Vedra, a first-of-its-kind destination for thoughtfully curated spirits, wine, and beer as only the Fresh Market can. And now, you can get Brackish Vodka at the Fresh Market. Brackish Vodka, for whatever your sport is. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
XL Primetime is back weekdays noon to 2, and on Wednesdays, join Dr. George Bari at 1:20 for the latest in sports injuries from all the big names in the game. Make sure you catch Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime Wednesdays at 1:20 on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your national builder of the year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% in homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit DFHSalesEvent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
When you step into a courtroom, you're stepping into a fight. Someone wins, someone loses. I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and at Hastings Injury Law, we've got the experience you want in your corner if you or a loved one suffer a personal injury or a wrongful death. We're here to fight for you. So if you get hit, hit back with Hastings Injury Law, offices Jacksonville. Find us on the web at 904hitback.com or call our 24-hour helpline, 904-HITBACK.
Frank Frangie here. Big Chief Tire offers affordable quality tires for every type of vehicle. Whether you're looking for all-season tires, high-performance options, or something more budget-friendly, Big Chief has the perfect set to keep you rolling. Their expert technicians ensure your tires are installed quickly and safely so you can drive with confidence. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule your appointment and check out their unbeatable tire deals today. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, Gators in the Swamp tomorrow. Swamp Sessions tomorrow after the game.
Oh, boy. Hopefully it should be another smooth sailing.
I want to see DJ Lagway play better.
Yeah, I do too.
It wasn't terrible.
No.
It was 15 to 18, 120 yards, something like that. But I want to see him get the ball down the field. I want to see him throw the football. I want to see him not look.
I would think that they were probably extremely vanilla last week.
Yeah.
I would imagine the playbook was very bare. I think it will be opened up some, but you got the real curtain raisers for what your goals are. Be careful. Don't lose tomorrow. South Florida is not LIU. They beat the pants off of Boise, who was ranked.
Yes.
So, Florida should not be in danger of losing the game, but they, you want more than that. You want to be comfortably beating, your opponents at home. I'm interested most in seeing, you say Lagway, and for sure, that'll be every time. How good can this defense actually be?
Yeah.
I mean, at some point, don't we just have to kind of go back to Ole Miss and look at what they've done the last 5-6 games on the field? And I know that the opening opponent isn't much of a gauge, but this one is. They scored 34 on Boise. They've got a good quarterback. I want to see if this defense can continue to be the menace that it's been, because those defenses have been as big a part of any of these recent champions winning titles as offensive superstars, really, since Burrow almost. The defenses have been a big story.
It's an important part of it, and yeah, they did play good. They're taking on Byron Brown tomorrow, and 2023 through 26 touchdowns with 11 picks, 65%, 3,300 yards passing. He's very good, and so they've got to be ready for him.
It's
likes to run.
It's breather week. Florida and FSU and Miami both have cupcakes, which that's fine. You have to put them in there. Florida got fat on one last week. The Gators aren't exactly playing LSU this week, but as we said, USF is a pretty good opponent. There's not a whole lot happening. I guess Ole Miss, Kentucky, only because Kentucky beat them last year. You could get the vibe of like 93-94 Florida if you're not careful. Florida, Auburn.
Yeah.
You win. I think Ole Miss has probably been saying, okay, Kentucky, you'll get yours. And sometimes, they don't. We'll see.
Yep.
Texas Tech plays again, too. They've got a layup, but they're going to be a team to wonder about with this new NIL. Did I see the portal window and the NIL is changing?
Yeah, one time only.
Good. Is it 3 now or 1 or 2?
Well, we can ask Denny when he comes.
I think it almost be 3. I think it's like
I think it's 2. I think it's 1 in December, January, and then 1 after spring ball. But I'm not positive.
All right.
It's
when is the 1 going to be? Have they announced
January?
In January. Well, because finally.
Yeah.
I mean, let's get some sort of continuity to these, decisions that these kids are making for sure. It's definitely become pro football from the standpoint of now you just don't root for the name, root for the laundry.
Yeah.
Because they're going to change. You're not even going to get the 4 you used to get. Very rarely you are.
Right.
So it's not a great week in college football though. Not a lot on the schedule that gets you juiced. The one game involving 2 ranked opponents is Michigan, Oklahoma, which we can now watch with an extra 5-pack, spirit. But outside of that, man, we'll have to wait till week 3. This is pretty yucky.
Yeah, and it should never be that way in college football.
And we say, well, you always have local rooting. Yeah, you do. But if you're Miami, how juiced are you to watch Bethune-Cookman?
Yeah.
If you're FSU, how juiced are you to watch East Texas A&M?
Well, you're probably not even, you're challenged to make the drive over if you're Jacksonville Seminole.
I wouldn't.
Yeah. It's a long,
yeah. Although coming off the win, maybe as a nod of respect to your football
sky high,
team.
yeah.
Yeah, and also we'll give back to the team for their effort last week and fill that joint up. Obviously, FSU in its prime, that's a snake pit to play in. It's tough to play in, so you'd like to keep that momentum going, and then they will, and then FSU is going to have to, manage their way through a very manageable schedule. They could. It's just unreal how that changed the whole arc for the Noles.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Level of contender, you considered FSU to make the playoff before the season started. If you're going from 1 to 5, 5 being sure thing. They'd be a 1 or a 2.
Yeah.
Maybe 2. You can never put FSU at a 1.
No.
Now they're more like a 4.
Yeah.
You're gonna play Florida and Miami. Go 1-1, and you might be in.
Yeah.
And they also need Alabama to not be a 7-5 football team, and I wonder.
Right. I don't know.
They might be.
Well, we're going to find out, but we're not going to find out this week. They have a throwaway game.
Yeah, it's Operation Throwaway this week. That Illinois-Duke game's a good game.
Yeah.
But you got to love football.
Yeah.
You got to love nuance. I mean, it's Duke. It's a great basketball game.
Yes. You're not that excited about it. So we'll see. We'll see how it all pans out. And but yeah, college ball tomorrow, and we'll have Swamp Sessions for you pretty much right after the game. So you can check it out. We'll be down in San Marco at the Voodoo Brewing Company.
Yeah, y'all stop by and just get hammered, and then we'll be the voices of logic and retrospection as we review the Gator game.
A lot of pressure on E to make an appearance.
I think he'll be down there eventually.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to pull up at some point.
Yeah, some point.
We did have some trash talk between Mike Gundy and Oregon. Oklahoma State could be interesting depending on how the game's going.
27-point favorites.
I know. I got to make it a game for it. What happened to Oklahoma State used to be good. Iowa State's got some interest level there. Baylor, SMU, if you live in Texas, I suppose.
Yeah.
But even with those being offered as, quote, good games, that's a weak college football schedule. You got better games from a 16-game schedule. There's only a few clunkers in the NFL, and if you go outside of our city limits, they'd say one of them's right here.
Right. So we'll see how. It's not a great Saturday, unfortunately.
I've had folks ask me who's taking Tony's place in the broadcast booth. They're going 2-man booth, are they not?
Yes.
Yeah. There won't be 3 anymore, just 2.
Yes. 2-man booth, and I think Bucky Brooks is back on the sidelines, and off they go for the radio side. And I think Fox has the game this weekend.
Yeah.
And I think it's Chris Myers.
Yeah.
Old legends.
He's been around, hasn't he?
Yeah.
It's up there. It's out there. It's gone there.
I think I've told this story before, but he used to have a sports talk radio show in Miami when I was a kid.
Yeah, you have mentioned that, but I don't remember the specifics.
Yes, I would call Chris Myers. There was Chris Myers, and there was Hank the Hammer Goldberg. If I remember correctly. But, yeah, Chris Myers was a young dude, so he's cool, and we'd call and talk sports. So
that's cool.
Yep.
My sicko story is when I lived in West Virginia, like middle school age, at nighttime, certain radio stations would go clear channel, and there used to be a station that we could pick up in West Virginia from Chicago that was sports talk before sports talk was hardly even a thing. Mm-hmm. And I can remember listening to Chicago sports talk as I went to bed every night in about 8th grade.
Yeah.
That's a sickness. That's how you end up where we are. Those types of stories.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the guy driving in, this morning to many of the office spaces, he wasn't scanning his AM dial at 9:30 at night on a weeknight to try and find like a ball game that was getting through the static.
Yeah. You got, what do we got? We'll take a break. We'll come back. We got the 8 o'clock hour.
We got Denny, don't we, next?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we do.
Football Whisperer and more as we get you through a football Friday. And, man, I said earlier, Hick, what an awesome day this is. Mm-hmm. Months and months of just visiting and revisiting, rightly so, every single angle. I'm ready to have something we can tangibly talk about. It just happened.
Amen.
And we'll have that on Monday. All right, listening to The Drill. It's a GFL Friday on 1010XL.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Every great engine has something special under the hood.
Woo! Hey, you want to drive?
It's the Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville drive of the game.
Boom, drive it, set up, there you go.
On 1010XL.
Gotta be 6, fellas. We gotta get 6.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, Prosser here. It's a football season, and that means the tailgates and the kitchen counter are full of all your faves. Let me tell you, the new all-star of your little food party, it's Daisy's French onion dip. If you're eating dip with chips or wings or veggies while watching those big games, you'll love the new Daisy French onion dip. Got a Daisy Ranch dip as well. They're game changers. Delicious as homemade dip made with real herbs and spices and other ingredients you find in your own kitchen. You got to try this dip of deliciousness. Look for Daisy French onion dip at a grocer near you.
Join Jim Furyk and other legends of the PGA Tour for the Constellation Furyk and Friends, presented by Circle K, October 3rd through 5th at Timuquana Country Club. Catch the new community concert series on the 17th hole after play, featuring country artists Low Cash and Love and Theft. Public parking is free with complimentary tournament access for military, courtesy of ViStar Credit Union. Get tickets now for the Constellation Furyk and Friends, presented by Circle K, starting at just $25 at Ticketmaster.
The Friday Night Lights are shining even brighter as 1010XL has partnered with Channel 4 to bring you Friday Night Lights, a live streaming show at 7 o'clock every Friday, presented by Farrah and Farrah on the social media channels of 1010XL and Channel 4.
Jeff Lagerman for Napa Auto Care Centers. This football season, make sure your ride can get to that tailgate or travel to the away game safely and dependably. You can trust the ASE certified professionals at any one of the 29 independently owned Napa Auto Care Centers and the quality Napa parts they use. Napa Auto Care Centers can handle everything: oil changes, air conditioning, brakes, engines, transmissions. Napa Auto Care Centers offers a nationwide 24-month, 24,000-mile peace of mind warranty on most repairs. Find one near you at jacksnapaautocare.com.
Jacksonville is football season, and Duck Duck Rooter is proud to be on your home team. As a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, we tackle plumbing, septic, and air conditioning problems with championship-level service. Call 904-862-6769 or visit duckduckrooter.com.
This football season, Hurricane Grill and Wings is your game day getaway. Catch every play with the perfect drink in hand. Handcrafted cocktails like the Millionaire Margarita, Spicy Guavarita, Old Fashioned, or the Red Bullerita. Beer more your style to watch the games? Enjoy an ice cold Bud Light. Game day cocktails and Bud Light specials are here all season long at Hurricane Grill and Wings. Find a restaurant near you at hurricanewings.com.
Time now for a medical recap. A health and wellness tip from Jaguars head team physician, Dr. Kevin Kaplan.
Here's a simple tip for shoulder health to improve your posture. Slouching can put extra stress on your shoulders, leading to pain and injury. Make sure your head is over your shoulders are relaxed and pulled back, and your spine is properly aligned, whether you're sitting or standing. If you sit for long periods of time, make sure to get up and take breaks and work on pulling your shoulders back. Get up and get moving, Jacks. Go Jags.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Jacksonville, you voted, and Baker Glass came out on top. The Bold City Best Awards are all about locals choosing their favorites, and you picked them for Best Auto Glass and Best Glass and Mirror Service.
I'm back with Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. Jaguar wide receiver Brian Thomas Jr. says the Cohen difference is in the details.
Attention to detail, I would say that's like been the biggest thing.
Following the dominant win, Edward Waters looks to carry its momentum into this year's home opener against Miles College on Saturday. You can hear the game live on 1010XL stream beginning at 3:45. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 8:02 and it's 73 degrees. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch.
All right, welcome back. Saquon Barkley is the 9th 2,000-yard rusher in NFL history. The previous 8 saw their yards per carry drop by an average of 1.5 this season after their 2,000-yard campaign.
Except probably because of the volume of carries has a lot to
That's
do
what
with
I was
that.
thinking. He had a ton of carries last year. Remember, because the postseason, he was so good. So 18 for 60 last night. Just one game, but certainly something to keep an eye out on. Plus, the jig is out about Saquon Barkley and how good he is. That offensive line, and teams are going to be much more aware. Pop quiz time, E.
Yeah. The Saquon is your buyer beware in fantasy. That's it's a very well-known trope at this point.
We have our active roster set for the National Football League. I need the top 5 schools represented.
Okay.
The most players, led by 62. 57, 57, 44, and 39 are your numbers to beat.
I'm going to say Bama and Georgia are both in the top 5.
Bama is 62. Georgia's 57.
Is that 1 and 2?
Yes.
I'm going to say Ohio State is up there.
They're tied with Georgia for 57. 1, 2, and 3. 2 more. Two more, please.
Say LSU.
LSU is 5th with 39. 1 more to go. For all the marbles, for the brand new car.
A new car. I'm torn between a couple or 3 here. I'm just trying to go in my head where it really could be 4 or 5 different. I'm going to... I'm torn between Texas and Michigan. Is it one of those 2?
I'm not going to answer that question.
I'm going to say Michigan.
Very good. I would have never got Michigan.
Okay. I got one.
You did. Now, there is a team tied with LSU that I would have allowed, obviously, if you had gotten it.
For 5th?
Yes.
Florida?
Nope.
Okay, I thought you were okay. Let's go. How about Oregon?
How about Notre Dame?
Oh, yeah, I had them in that group of 4, and then when I was resorting, I forgot them. Notre Dame. That surprises me though.
Yeah.
Only because part of the way I answer this question is one. There's just some obvious.
Right.
Alabama and Georgia both had these recent 5 in the first round numbers. But then I just started thinking about players in the league. Where are they from?
Right.
And Notre Dame doesn't jump to the front. Who are the Notre Dame players in the league?
Jack Kaiser.
Who's the best Notre Dame player in the league? Is it the safety?
Joe Montana.
Kyle Hamilton?
Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah, Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah.
Is there an offensive player from Notre Dame right now who's relevant in the NFL? Like a Tim Brown or a Rocket Ishmael or who was only somewhat. They've had running backs. Jerome Bettis.
That one wide
the
receiver.
running back for the Rams.
Kyron Williams. He's Notre Dame, huh? I do not remember him there.
The one receiver.
He's a good player.
He went to play baseball though, right? Samarja, maybe.
Yeah. See, there you go. That's
Samarja.
Yeah.
Is he still playing baseball?
Samarja. Yeah. No. No, he ain't playing neither. I don't think. Jeff Samarja. Yeah. That's my point, though. I mean, they're just. I'm surprised they're there because of that. They must have a lot of linemen, a lot of defense.
Let's see who we got. Well, we got Ronnie Stanley.
Very good.
Pretty good. Yep.
We got.
Sounds like the Ravens have got Notre Dame figured out.
Cole Kmet.
Decent player, but he lost. They drafted a tight end in round 1.
We've got. Not many.
Not much. They must have a bunch of 4th, 5th round type players.
Quentin Nelson.
Good player. Yeah. Again, the lines of scrimmage is where they're showing up for the most part. Kyle Hamilton, you're going to get to.
We got Bobby Hainsey.
Oh, our guy. I didn't know Robert Hainsey with Notre Dame. Nice. Like to file that away.
We've got Michael Mayer, the tight end.
Yeah.
Ben Skornick. Sheldon Day still in the league. So, yeah, not a lot. But
Sheldon Day.
Yeah. But Notre Dame has 39. Penn State has 38. Texas has 37. Oregon has 35. Oklahoma has 32. Florida has 31.
Well, Florida was not an outrageous guess.
Miami only has 22.
There was a time where the Canes led the league with players in there. And, boy, you want to talk about a college that put impact players in the league.
All right.
Nance I went to my mom and dad real quick. I was just going to say this because you've talked about it. She absolutely loved the Cowboys doc.
Oh, she did?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm a mom watching the Cowboys doc.
Solid. I got to think Holmes must have started watching.
No, she's the sports doc watcher. She's been watching. She's seen them all. She watched them all. She gave me the rundown yesterday and rating them for me.
We'll have to chat. I'm a big sports doc.
I know you are. I told her that, too.
Maybe I'll take her for a seafood dinner.
Well, Holmes at this point.
Blessing.
Yeah, of course. Nothing untoward there.
Yeah, no.
We're way past that point.
No. Number one recruiting budget in college football. We just talked about guys going to the pros. So who do you think has the number one recruiting budget? Who spends the most money on recruiting?
Texas.
Texas is a good guess. They're 6th, $3.6 million.
A&M.
A&M is a good guess. They're 3rd, $4.1 million.
Texas Tech.
Texas Tech is not the answer.
No, they did NIL.
Yeah.
That's not the same as your recruiting budget,
Not
is
the
it?
budget? No.
Yeah.
I don't think they count that, obviously.
Right.
Under,
That's different. Yeah, I think I want to say
it's a little bit of a surprise.
One of them's a surprise.
Number one is.
Number one is a surprise
that's all I'm
recruiting
asking.
budget.
I'm asking for number one.
Okay.
Georgia is 4th.
Yeah, they're up there. I've seen them.
By the way, SEC top 6.
All 6 of them.
Yeah.
Is it Auburn?
Nope.
It was an LSU. No, LSU.
Nope.
I know that's not surprising. It is surprising. I'm with you. I saw it. It surprised me too. It's
LSU.
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yeah, that's what it was. Tennessee.
LSU's 11th. Florida is 10th.
Yeah, that's not good enough.
Washington is 9. Penn State is 8. Clemson is 7. Clemson is the first non-SEC program. And then you have Texas, OU, Georgia, A&M, Alabama, and Tennessee.
I thought Alabama just had the story that Bama was crying that they don't have spent enough on recruiting. What was that story?
NIL.
See, I didn't even guess them because I thought maybe.
But you know who's 20th in the recruiting budget?
FSU?
USF.
Wow.
Yeah.
USF has totally missed the boat on aligning with the conference. It's not too late, right? Yeah. Each conference is going to add a couple more. They need to be a lot more aggressive. It would behoove them to have a good year, wouldn't it?
Yes.
I mean, you make yourself, is USF getting to the Big 12 without winning that natty? Ask yourself that, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, my goodness.
All they had to do was just go out to the stadium, click a picture of the wall, send it to the Big 12. When do you want us?
Well, let's do this. We got Denny Thompson in the house. We'll talk to him next, so we'll spend some time with him. He's coming up right after this break. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Saturday and Sunday, we watch the games.
We're all on the same page then.
We spend Monday talking about what we saw. Sink your teeth into Dandy Foods Post-Game Monday. Makers of quality fresh sandwiches and home of the good stuff on 1010XL.
Jacksonville, get ready. Comedian Chris D'Elia is coming to Florida Theater November 30th with his brand new tour, Straight Out of the Multiverse.
Like, yo, you can't just make up a saying like you're Yoda and then the conversation's over. You gotta mean something when you talk. And don't tweet a picture of a salad.
It's bold, it's wild, and it's Chris D'Elia like you've never seen him before. Live on stage for one night only. Get tickets now at floridatheater.com. floridatheater.com.
Guess what? That would be random.
Chris D'Elia, November 30th at Florida Theater.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Twin Peaks Scratch Kitchen scores every time. Dig into hand-smashed burgers, chef-inspired flatbreads, and more at your local lodge.
Life happens every day, and sometimes it gets in the way. That's why 1010XL makes it easy to listen to your favorites. If you missed it, get it on demand.
At 1010XL.com.
Channeled by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist is now offering ortho walk-in appointments. If you have an immediate need for orthopedic care, contact Southeast Orthopedic Specialist immediately. Avoid ERs and urgent care waiting rooms. For more information, go to se-ortho.com.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Bueller.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, Jason, thanks for coming over so quick.
Sure thing, pal. What's the big...
Whoa! See, I told you there was a smell.
Yeah, it smells like...
Exactly, or a dead one more like it.
You need some fresh air in here.
Well, this is the problem, Jason. I've kept everything sealed up tight all summer long so I don't lose all my nice cool air. Now all the dog smells and cooking smells and home gymnasium man cave smells are all building up and I can barely...
Dude, where are the Bueller sunglasses I gave you?
Oh, I don't know. They must be in my other...
Put on my emergency pair.
Whoa.
Bueller Air and Plumbing can install an air purification add-on to your existing air conditioner. Clean the air of dust and pollen and funky smells while you cool.
So I can keep all the cool air I saved up?
And your place won't smell like a dead...
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Have you ever dreamed of owning a handcrafted cabin tucked into a 1,000-acre regenerative farm? Well, now you can. This is Frank Frangie for the farm in Okefenokee, just an hour north of Jacksonville in Folkestone. With only 250 cabins at full build-out, it's a rare chance to live off-grid, but not alone, in a community grounded in nature, food, and purpose. The amenities include a 2,300-acre hunting lease. Learn more at okefarm.com. That's okefarm.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Now, the quarterback whisperer, Denny Thompson.
Okay, bring it in.
Brought to you by Tyson Sound and Security, security and automation experts, and George Moore Chevrolet.
1, 2, 3.
All right, we are back. Football is back. The NFL last night gets things started with the Eagles and a win over the Cowboys. Of course, our Jags are at home this weekend, and quarterbacks are such a big part of our happiness this time of year.
Right.
Quite frankly, and we got the whisperer, Denny Thompson, in. Well, so far so good. Mission accomplished. Week 1 for Carson and the Canes. I thought college, quarterbacks played a variety of results, and we'll get into that a little bit. Yeah. But as far as guys making their debut, good one for him.
Oh, great one, man. Great one. Great night. Great atmosphere.
Great atmosphere.
Yeah. And he just, I don't know, man, you can tell the experience.
What I did notice from that, I mean, Carson is what he is as a player. We've all seen some of the plays. But what kind of stood out to me is he seemed like a Kane. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
No.
You know what I mean? It didn't seem like a mercenary, aloof mercenary who he can kind of give off that vibe. I know you know him better than I do. He seemed genuinely like a Kane.
No,
he's that game.
I mean, that's a great way to put it. That's why I was laughing, because he's smiling, he's laughing, he's got the handshakes with everybody. He loves it down there. I mean, absolutely loves it down there. But I also think, he's older and he understands what he just went through, and it makes him appreciate the game a little bit more and the opportunity a little bit more. And he also knows, like any way you carve it, this is the last one.
Yeah.
Like, I got a win. I won a natty. That's all he talks about. And then I've also, got a lifelong dream of being the number 1 overall pick.
Yep.
And if I'm going to do those things, then I got to do these things here. And I think he's, mature enough to realize that. And
that was a nice game. That was a fun. That seemed more like a number 1 versus number 2 than the Texas-Oklahoma game. And I'll say this too, Notre Dame probably left that game not feeling that badly, because that young kid was nails in that game. I mean, he played a good football game.
CJ's a franchise kid.
Yeah.
He is. He
played a good football game. Only thing is, of course, we focused in on mom, which, I don't know why we have to do that to these poor parents all the time and let them just enjoy in peace. It drives me crazy. But as soon as we found mom, she has a little emotion. We keep going back to the shot. But I liked what they did. I liked their offense. I like how they set it up for him. So it was good. It was a good game, really good game. And Carson's that second touchdown pass was big time. I mean, guy in his face, threw it. I said, oh, that's picked. 8's got a beat. 8 still doesn't know how he didn't pick it.
Yeah.
He's going to get it. Miami kid goes up and grabs it. Great throw, great catch.
Did you hear him talking about that play?
No.
Carson? I think his ACC network interviewed him after the game, and I asked him about it. He said he went up to CJ right before the play. So this is what they're going to be in. I'm just going to throw it in between those two. You go get it.
Yeah. Well, he did.
And that's what, and the catch is unbelievable. Malachi Toney, the freshman, has been, I've been down there a lot. And
Which one is he?
Him, number 10.
10.
Yeah.
He's the one that's not Kadarius Toney's brother, like we all instantly Google searched.
Right.
It's got to be a relation. They're the same.
He's special.
Yeah,
he's special, man. He is a really good player. They got a chance down there. They have a good team.
They look better.
Yeah, the offensive line's fantastic. That defensive front's really good. I mean, they have a great team.
Yeah, they all. I'm just looking at some of the results and with these college quarterbacks, and it was interesting that Luke Altmaier had a nice game.
He's a good player.
Jalen Daniels from Kansas,
another good
KU.
player.
Now again,
he's healthy again too. Some of these guys come back to some health. The USF kid would fall into that.
Diego Pavia had a good start there, and Mensa had a good. Dante Moore at Oregon, had a nice game.
That's a good quarterback room at Oregon.
Yeah. I didn't think Lagway played that well. His rating is high and blah, blah, blah. But he looked, again, you have to keep him on the competition and stuff. But he looks bulky. He looks a little heavy to me. He looks like he's too thick. I agree with Shane. We talked about it in the round table. I think he's too thick. I think that could be part of the problem.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I didn't watch a lot of that game.
Yeah. Nor would you if you.
Yeah, but
I did.
I also think that sometimes you play Long Island. And it's like, all right, I know I'm not going to be in here that long.
Right.
I'm going to take a couple shots.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's what he did, but that's what I would do.
Heck yeah.
There's some things that I want to find out before I get to that next week.
DJ Lagway has this effect. This happens a lot where he doesn't look like it's any good at all. And you like double check that the 15 of 18 wasn't a misprint.
Yeah.
Like it didn't feel like he was.
He does that with running too. Like when he's running, you're going, he's not moving that fast.
Tell you
but
what.
Nobody's getting an angle. Nobody's getting an angle on him. He's
Mr. Mandarin played a hell of a second half. Again, I know it's LIU.
Yeah, Trammell. Yeah.
Oh, Trammell.
Yeah. Really good. He looks
I'll
like.
just tell you this. Great poise.
Yeah.
Great.
It was
poise.
not. Yeah.
Wasn't the moment was not too big. Again, LIU. I'm not sure LIU would beat Reigns. Honest to God, I don't know.
I will say this.
I'm just telling you, it's the worst team I've ever seen in the swamp.
I agree.
Trammell is the most natural thrower I've ever seen in my life.
I said this before, and I don't want to be, whatever, hot take. I believe this, okay? I think there were games on the schedule that if they didn't have DJ Lagway, if we were trotting out Bailey or Warner, they would have lost. I now think that if there are games we don't have DJ Lagway, Trammell can win. I think it's a huge upgrade from the two dudes we had there. Who we saw last year were, oh my gosh, at least one of them.
We almost get immune to this these days because we have so many of them in this area. But you got to remember, Trammell's an Elite 11 kid. Like Trammell's a 4-star recruit. That's a big time get.
Right.
The fact you had DJ Lagway made that kind of quiet.
Right.
But if it was any other recruiting cycle, Trammell would be the one that the fans are going, wait, when's he going to get in?
That's a good point. You also, let's circle back now that you've made another good point. I can reference one, but you had a really good point about the recruiting budgets. We were talking about recruiting budgets.
Hot right now.
4 years in, I got 2 points.
That's right.
Well, we were talking about recruiting budget. We're saying that so-and-so should be more, but you said there's an interesting dynamic in those recruiting budgets that kind of make the throws the ratios off.
Yeah, I asked somebody, and I don't know the details. I asked somebody a couple years ago about that, and they said, well, it has to do, too, with who owns their own planes.
Right.
And then who has to
pay.
Yeah. That
So
$8,000 an hour or whatever it is. You send 3 coaches across the country every weekend, that's a couple $100,000.
Right.
So having a bigger budget doesn't make you smarter or better. The other guys were doing it. They were just have their own
Just means you need to get some planes. Yeah, pretty much. I can't remember who told me. I think it was, I know who told me. The AD who's the Gator Bowl guy, McGarity.
Oh, Greg McGarity.
Yeah. He was explaining that to me one day.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
We talked about Jalen Hurts last night and how the stats don't match the production and the dominance of what he's doing. And there was that played out in college football, and that was Castellanos, who I expected to look and see threw for 275 and ran for 100. And that's not the case, but I felt like he dominated the football game. And, it's a different scheme, so you can't say that it's more a better fit for Norvell, but it's got that Jordan Travis skill set that has been successful over there. The other skill sets have not.
I think it's also perfect for what Gus is wanting to do. I mean, I thought Gus called an amazing game the other day. So I think it's perfect for what he's wanting to do. I also think, like, if you're a Florida State fan, and this is better than what it was last year, but I think you're gonna have some highs and lows.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, this kid is going to have Heisman-type moment after Heisman-type moment, but then you're going to get to some games where, maybe he does. At least that's what it has been up to this point.
Yeah.
The question is, how good are they around him for when he has those, quarter lulls, half lulls, or game lulls?
Can the other guys
they pick it up?
Yeah.
And I don't think we know the answer to that. We also, I'm not going to buy into this hype that Alabama's not any good. Like, everybody, yeah, they're not any good.
Right.
They are full of blue chip football
14
players.
5-star guys.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm not going to buy into that hype. But I am curious to see how they respond to this.
Curious what's going on in the mind of the receiver, Ryan Williams.
Yeah.
He started out last year like a house of fire. Almost looks like a kid who's protecting the investment a little bit.
He ain't done enough to do that yet.
I know.
Yeah.
He better not do that.
No, because when you go back and look at his stats at the last half of last year, I mean,
not much.
No, we're on a 8 or 9 game run here.
Yes.
They got to figure out.
He looked like the best receiver in the country the first 5. Like Georgia game is like, oh my gosh.
Well, were you not a little surprised that Jeremiah Smith wasn't fed more? Like,
yes.
I think it's hard to figure out, like, how do we get these guys the ball within
I guess.
involving it. I got the sense, not to go back to Miami, but it was like halfway through that game, even I was sitting there going, all right, Carson, we got to throw the ball to somebody other than Malachi Toney.
Well, I was going to ask you this. I don't know if the stats back it up, but I feel like the deep ball is leaving the playbook.
Well,
like everything, it feels like a higher and higher percentage every year of passes are in the air for a shorter distance than they were the year before, and everything is on the pass game has become such a modified run game in a way. Just give me 4 yards.
Answer this question from an X's O standpoint. I was watching one of the pregame shows, and it might have been Urban who said it. I don't know who. It was one of the coaches, and they said, look, young quarterback, do not throw it up high down in the middle of the field. Do not go there. Stay away from there. That's where the picks come.
The defense
work
is
the outside the hashes.
Yeah, the defense is now, if you're going to throw the deep ball, they make you throw the longest deep ball that you possibly have to throw.
Right.
Which is what you're talking about. And then even then, those safeties are running 4-4.
Mm-hmm.
You still got to worry about them coming over and getting it. And most defenses now are made to keep everything in front of them, rally to the ball. And if you are an efficient offense, you can take advantage of that. The problem is if you get 2nd and 13, you're in trouble. But if you stay 2nd and 6 and 3 and 3rd and 3, that defense is very gettable. But yeah, unless you are a downhill running team where people have to pull safeties down, you just don't have many chances at the deep ball these days.
Interesting. Yeah. I said this at the beginning of the show, and we've talked about this cat for a lot of years. Jalen Hurts. In the last 9 years, he's played for the championship of his league 5 times.
It's crazy.
I'm not so sure. Everybody said, well, he's not even the best player on his team. And so I said, well, who's better? Who's a better football player than Jalen? Now, the position has a lot to do with it.
Right.
But last night when they needed plays, he's the guy who gave him the plays.
Man.
Be it legs or throw. I would love, Philadelphia should never complain about Jalen Hurts.
What hit me last night was the way he sees the field. I mean, it's one thing to be, there's a lot of guys that can run that way.
Right.
But the patience that he runs with, the way he keeps his eyes downfield towards receivers, but then can also, he's got such elite spatial awareness, I guess is what I'm saying. It's like he knows I got this last second, then I can move over here, and then I can move over here, and then, there's 20 yards to run with.
Yeah.
I think that's the goal. But I also think Philly, and I said this last year, Philly and Baltimore are model programs on how to build around your quarterback.
Yes.
And if more people would just say, because to commit to Jalen Hurts 3 or 4 years ago was a risk. It's paid off, but it was a risk.
Right.
And if more people would say, this is the type of quarterback
they have Carson Wentz when they drafted Jalen Hurts?
Yeah. I mean, Gardner had just gone there. Gardner was getting a little bit of a run. So, I mean, for them to commit to Jalen Hurts at that point and build that team around him, more teams need to do that.
They drafted him in round 2. That was what was so, noteworthy about that. Yeah, for sure. Tell me a little bit about Bryce Young, what he's gone through here early in his career. He finished last year, way down in the bottom third in just about all of the statistical categories. Shoot, wasn't it last year he lost his job to Andy Dalton? Was that? Yeah, in the middle. He came back by the end of the year, but we're 2 years in now. Last year, just relatively similar year to the first year, which is a struggle. The overall passer rating is just 77.3. Last year, he threw for 2,400 yards in 14 games, 15 touchdowns, 9 picks. he did, according to the game log, play his better football at the very end. Is that fool's gold, or is Bryce Young the quarterback? Does he get a second contract in Carolina?
I think so. I think it's going to be hard to do that, but I think they ultimately will. I think he'll have a good year. I think Bryce Young, there's a combination. One, be careful what you ask for when you go number one. Like, sometimes you don't want to go number one, and that's a situation where you probably just shouldn't have gone number one. You just went to a terrible situation.
Do you know what Bryce Young is listed at? His height, y'all? Do y'all know what his height is?
Like 5'10".
5'10".
Yeah.
Why was that not a story?
It
I know.
was.
Well, it was a story that he was smaller. I did not remember the 5'10".
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
I saw
Not
him.
only is he 5'10", he's not 5'10" like Kyler Murray thick.
No.
No,
he's
5'10".
if you remember, the story at the combine was he went to the combine because this was Anthony's year. I was sitting right there when this happened.
Yeah.
Only to weigh. It's the only thing he did.
Yes.
Was weigh. And he weighed like, I'm going to make this up, 204 or something like
204.
that.
They list him
There's
5'10",
no way.
204. I did not know he was 5'10". I would have said he was 6 feet at least.
No, that
And there's
dude
no
is
way he's 204.
185. I don't know what they pumped into him before they weighed him, but
Well, he may break before his next contract if they don't get better.
But I do think he is a really good player, and he's good. He's, we go back to his college days. He talked about his point guard, I guess, backstory. It's hard to hit him. It's like he's going to stay healthy. It's hard to hit him.
He's a little more quick twitch than you think, because you don't think him as so much as a mobile quarterback.
Yeah, he's not going to take off and run, but he's also not going to take squared-on hits, and he's got a better arm than what people think, and sees the game really well. So I think if they've got weapons around him, I don't know much about Carolina, but if they've got weapons around him and can protect him a little bit, I mean, he's a top 20 quarterback in the league. He's not a top 10, but he's a top 20 quarterback in the league.
We've talked about maybe an advantage that Liam Cohen and the Jags having played Carolina last year a couple times, beat them in late December, put 48 on the board, and the players have since this week talked about, we've looked at those films, but I mean, Carolina's aware of this too, no? Yeah. Right? They just saw him blitz them for 48. What do you think, they're going to run the same stuff?
Right.
I don't know what you take from that, do you?
No, I mean, huge year for that whole class, by the way. I mean, Bryce, CJ, of course, Anthony's got his issues right now up in Indy. But I mean, big year for all.
You got to show me year for sure.
Yeah.
No one more than Anthony, who's got to get on the field for some consistency and make him believe he's the future.
Yeah. Well, Bryce and Anthony, I think, are right there together, right? I think Bryce needs to do something this year.
Yes.
I think because he didn't ask to be the number one pick, but he was, and this is the third year, so you got to show him something.
I had somebody ask me the other day about the NFL and going as a quarterback, and what about the Anthony Richardson decision? And we've been over it a million times, but from your guy's standpoint, you just give him the information. He has to make the decision, but the information was this: we think you're going to be a top 10 pick. Mm-hmm. If you're a top 10 pick, this is how much you're going to make.
Right.
You have to decide, do you want to take that money now? Do you want, that kind of thing? So, but note this part. Don't ever believe any NFL team. Don't ever believe any NFL team say patience, develop. I don't buy none of that with quarterbacks.
No.
If you're a first-round pick in this day and age, you're going to play, and you're going to get 2 years max to show results. Otherwise, it's on to the next.
I'll give a slight.
Do you agree with that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'll give a slight comment to what they. It's just leave it there.
You know how many times I do that in my head
right
in
there.
here?
I was there. And then I started getting interested in y'all's conversation, and I did myself a disservice.
It's good to see you. Yeah, thank you, man. I think it's going to work out for Ant, though. Yeah, I do. I think it'll work out.
Richardson was
He's
this.
ready.
The player has to make the decision. And it's hard at the time when you have wants and needs and financial needs. You can't think in terms of, if I play 2 years more in college, I may play 10 years more in the NFL. And instead of getting a great $78 million contract, I can make $225 million.
Listen,
it's impossible to contemplate it that way at that age. But who knows what would have happened if the kid could have got some reps and some development. And
I am coming off the opposite of that. I went from Anthony to Carson.
Right,
where Carson was largely considered a top 10 pick 2 years ago and decided to go back to Georgia. And, man, I mean, sitting there seeing the kid laying on the field last year, you're like, dadgummit.
Right.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you come back and you put it up for risk, and you never know.
I mean, 8 months ago, we could have got $40 million. You could have been in the NFL in your dream. So I just, it's hard to look
I
back,
get it.
But,
I mean, and I got to be honest, if it was my kid, and you believe it yourself.
Yeah.
You don't believe it. I don't need to play 2 more years. They think I'm number 4 pick in the draft. We're going to make X amount of million. Let's go.
Yes.
So I get it. I'm sure I would do. I'm sure we all would.
Exactly.
If we were juniors or sophomores in college and some company came and said, hey, man, I know you could still get a little more studying, but we'll pay you $70 million right now for 3 years.
I'm gone.
Couldn't get there fast enough. So,
exactly.
I mean, I get all that too. It's just, in some cases, you just wonder what it could have been.
Oh,
and now,
no doubt.
and with Anthony, you reach a point where you might never know.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, my brother. Good to see you, Daddy.
All right, guys.
Have a good weekend, my man.
Whisper.
See y'all.
All right, this is the drill.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Let me tell you about this new pretzel cheddar club. Hey, I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ebony. And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club
is the tangy Dijon with the pretzel bun. It takes it to a whole nother level.
It goes perfectly with the chicken and the cheddar cheese and the bacon.
Man, you know how much you love bacon. And I love the different varieties. Grilled, spicy, original. It gets you nice and excited for fall.
Order the Pretzel Cheddar Club with Cherry Berry and Sprite for a limited time on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Denny Thompson here. Look, don't get left in the dark. We're all trying to reason with hurricane season, so at least be prepared. For top-of-the-line generators in Jacksonville, I turn to Tyson. Licensed pros at Tyson deliver reliable, whole-home standby generators and provide fast repair service. They even do custom installations for local businesses, so don't wait. Ensure seamless installation and peace of mind. Call Tyson now, 904-762-1000 for a free estimate on generator services. TysonInc.com.
Hi, I'm Stevie Beatrice of Beatrice Plumbing. We are the plumbing team built to serve you, and we do it with clean boots, honest work, and maybe a dad joke or two. Labor Day weekend kicks off football seasons, and we're celebrating with a winning deal. Say touchdown when you call and score $75 off your first hour of service. Our championship team brings the same energy to your plumbing that you bring to game day. We are Beatrice Plumbing, and we are here to help. Call or visit BeatricePlumbing.com to book online, and let's fix what needs fixing.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Jacksonville, Hickens calling it. Checkmate Coatings, my MVP. Tough, slick floors that dominate any space.
Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Jags fans, arrive on time. The smartest way to get to the bank on game day is the JTA's Game Day Express, sponsored by the Jacksonville Zoo and Gardens. There are 5 pickup locations. Get your $10 pass on the MyJTA mobile app. Visit jtafla.com for details.
What is the coldest temperature ever recorded on Earth? The answer next.
There's always a good reason to compare homeowners' insurance rates. You may be paying too much. Protect your home with a Southern Oak insurance policy today.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
The coldest temperature ever recorded was in Antarctica in July of 1983. An unbelievably cold minus 128.6 degrees.
Southern Oak Insurance. Our family protecting yours.
Jaguars football is officially back.
Be there as number 2 overall draft pick Travis Hunter, quarterback Trevor Lawrence, and new head coach Liam Cohen take the field for the first time during the 2025 NFL regular season. Secure your seats for when the Jaguars take on the Panthers September 7th by going to jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000. We'll see you at the bank.
Brackish Vodka, the spirit of the sportsman and proud partner of the Jaguars, is now available at the Fresh Market Spirits and Wine. The Fresh Market Spirits and Wine is a new adult beverage store offering spirits, wine, beer, and accessories at A1A North in Ponte Vedra, a first-of-its-kind destination for thoughtfully curated spirits, wine, and beer as only the Fresh Market can. And now, you can get Brackish Vodka at the Fresh Market. Brackish Vodka, for whatever your sport is. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
Hey, we got
I don't
some
know.
pleasant surprise.
Yes, you bet. You better believe.
Yeah, a couple of ladies from the Roar. Introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Ariana with the Roar of the Jaguars,
Uh-huh.
and this is my 4th year.
Okay, Ariana, and
Hi, I'm Maddie with the Roar of the Jaguars, and this is my 1st year.
all right,
What?
all right.
Well, welcome aboard.
Thank you.
What brings you guys by?
Yeah, we just want to let you know what's going on this weekend. I don't
What do
know
we got?
Yeah,
Don't know if you heard, but we
No.
have our first home opener
We
of
do?
the season against the Carolina.
E, write that down. We got a Jag game this weekend.
E, did you know that? Okay.
Look, did you notice when the girls come around, by the way, E don't hobble quite as much? You know?
Yeah, he was limping around like a cripple, and now he's all
Yeah,
fine.
now he's just bouncing around
puffed
like,
out,
yeah,
like,
look
look
at-
at me, I'm the man. I'm the man. So.
Now, when does training camp start for you girls?
As soon as
Ladies.
we make the team.
Yeah, right?
The team. So we actually have been practicing since May.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
People, I think people lose sight of that a little bit,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
How now? Do backgrounds in dance? Is that what drew you to it? Sports fandom? What is what are the variety of reasons that ladies choose the Roar? Do you think?
I've been dancing since I was 2 and went on to dance in college. So similar, like rooting for a team. So I think that's where some of the team comes from, but
Yeah.
really backgrounds from all over, but a lot of dance.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of dance. I started dancing at the age of 3 years old.
Okay. Yeah.
Cheered at Atlantic Coast High School.
Sure.
I'm from Duval County, so I was always watching the Jaguars.
Grew up a Jaguars fan, so you
Yeah.
got
So I
got
thought
that
it was
going for you.
time.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And so you've done it for 4 years.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about the squad this year?
Oh,
Not the Roar, but the team.
Yeah.
What do you
Of
think?
course,
I know the
very
Roar is always,
question. Yeah.
Pro Bowlers. So
Absolutely. I think we have all the tools that we need.
we have
to
all the tools.
succeed. So
Okay.
I'm excited to see how we perform. This
Have you been asked to define your place in the ecosystem down there? Are you intangibly rich? As these are football cliches that our GM has
Yeah.
thrown. The
Yeah.
audience appreciated it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
That's
wasn't
all
bad.
that matters.
Wasn't bad. So do you have any do you guys new routines? What do you how do you guys handle the new year?
Yeah, opening day. What is it?
Yeah, what do we got?
We learn new routines almost every practice.
Really?
And we have over 20 plus sidelines that we have to do. So
Oh, geez.
we're always getting tested with our strength and, making sure that we're good to go. But,
Uh-huh.
And then the other part is making sure we're hydrated.
Well,
yes.
I would think inevitably,
It's
just
a
like
little warm.
like football teams that are ultra prepared and really talented will have a goof up here and there. I suppose the same thing happens with y'all. You'll be somewhere and you realize, what's that moment like in your head where you're like, oops.
We kind of just tell ourselves to keep smiling. No
Okay.
matter what, there is always a camera somewhere. So
Yes.
you have to make sure you're
And
always
we don't know.
entertained.
Yeah.
Right,
We have no idea. That's
No
the
one
thing.
knows, exactly.
Yeah.
As long
So
as you
just
smile
smile.
through it,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, so are we?
This is your first year?
Yes.
So what was the so you guys did the Steeler game. Was that fun for you getting out on that field for the first
it
time?
was definitely very exciting. And then we got a little taste with the scrimmage too.
Right,
So
right.
It was everything I thought and more. I can't wait.
Good.
Definitely worth it.
Can you guys guarantee us a victory on Sunday or anything? Or
We
not?
can hope.
We can hope, but I'm not jinxing
Yeah,
it.
you're not.
Yeah,
I think
we
that
don't
would be a
wanna
jinx.
jinx
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Who's the longest member of the Roar? Like how many years? Is there someone who's been on more than you? 4 years?
Yeah. So our captains are 5 years.
Uh-huh.
And we have someone who's actually about to complete her 6th year with our team.
All right, very good.
Yeah.
All right.
What y'all say about y'all? Y'all have a routine, or y'all learn so many routines? Hold on.
What do you got?
Yeah, what y'all got now?
What you got, E? Huh?
I think you should show us something.
Hey,
Oh.
y'all know he ain't never scared now. Stop it.
Yeah, I don't
You
know.
got
if
no
you could-
feet in there though, buddy.
Right, I'm
You
ice
can't
cold.
walk.
routine.
You got to walk before you can dance, friend.
For sure.
Well, we appreciate you guys coming
Yeah,
by.
thanks for the stop by. They brought us a little gift here.
Scratch
Yeah,
pack.
a little gift. And I also wanted to let everyone know.
Yes.
Stadium of the Future is a big thing. It's a big talk of
Sure.
the town.
Right.
So we want to make sure you know that construction is underway, which means you need to allocate a little bit more time to actually get
That's for
there.
sure.
Very
You
good.
don't have as
That's
many
for sure.
entrances. So
Pardon our
You know.
dust for a
Yes.
couple of years.
Yes, yes, but it's going to be great.
All right, ladies, we appreciate it. We appreciate
You're
your
going to need
spirit.
to hang on then for the Stadium of the Future.
Yeah,
I want to
that's
see you
true.
there in
year
20
6.
2028.
We're going to need a year 6 out of you.
I'll be year 7.
Oh yeah. No.
This is
yeah,
our
all
4th
of
year.
27. That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Year
Ladies,
7.
before y'all leave, can y'all hook us up?
All right. Okay.
Here.
Okay.
They want a Duval from
I wanna
y'all.
do all-
Yeah, let's do it. 3, 2, 1.
Very
I like that.
Very
I
nice.
like
There's
that.
a future for you two in the game. Thank you.
Thank
All
you,
right,
guys.
appreciate the stop by. Appreciate the gifts. Y'all have a great season this year. I know.
Yes.
Just like us, it's a lot more fun if they're winning.
Oh, yeah.
But also remember, you win every game.
That's true.
There we go.
Yeah.
There's also that.
Yeah.
The Roar always wins.
Roar always
All right.
wins.
Cool. All right, we'll be back with more next. It's a GFL Friday on 1010XL.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, 1010XL is your home for play-by-play of Bishop Kenny football.
It's two teams without a loss, and something's got to give on the banks of the St. Johns. Turquoise Creek, Bishop Kenny, Friday at 7 on 92.5 FM.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnik Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnik's Treating You Right guarantee. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer. Nobody but Nimnik. For 3 generations, Nimnik has been the place customers keep coming back to. They treat you right, and they give a bunch back to the community. Visit NimnikBuickGMC.com today to learn more, or visit their showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
Lee Bryce. What do you know about that tour? Saturday, September 13th, St. Augustine Amphitheater. With special guests Ashley Cook and Lewis Bryce. Award-winning country sensation Lee Bryce. On sale now at AXS.com. Don't miss Lee Bryce Live.
Big personalities, bold opinions, lunch just got louder. Josie, Matt, and Leon are XL Prime Time from the big #1 Duval Ford Studios.
Any questions? Yeah, what's lunch?
Game to 2 on 1010XL. 1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch.
Tired of high energy bills? Replace those inefficient windows and patio doors now with the big BOGO event. Buy one, get one 40% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus no money down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. This offer expires September 30th. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Calling all poker players. The Best Bet Summer Swing Series kicks off August 18th at Best Bet Orange Park with a $200 no-limit hold'em and a $100,000 guarantee. Next stop, Best Bet St. Augustine with a $150,000 guaranteed poker tournament. Then wrap it up Labor Day weekend in Jacksonville with a massive $300,000 guarantee. Play all 3 events and swing for big winnings. Get all the details at bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Start of our favorite season in Jacksonville, football season. Yeah, all the hype, all the action, and also time to get your house looking good, looking clean. Clean up all those fumble moments from your home from the summer, and you can score big this month with great savings from our friends at Zero Res. Time to call the cleaning heroes, man. Whether it be the carpet, the tile, the rugs, the upholstery, the hardwood, every surface in your home can be Zero Resified. And right now, from Jacksonville's Ultimate Carpet Cleaner, get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $139, plus a 4th room free. Take $100 off your air duct cleaning as well. Listen, Zero Res. Schedule an appointment at ZeroResJacksonville.com or call 287-5727 and ask for the 1010XL special. Don't forget, Zero Res can clean both your home and your business. Zero Res. Spell it backwards, spell it forwards. It spells the same. Zero Res.
Football is a game of inches, and at Front Runners Tap House, every inch counts. Catch every big play on their massive 396-inch giant television. The ultimate game day experience is waiting for you at Front Runners Tap House inside the Community First Igloo.
All right, we interrupt today's radio program for this halftime trivia. What's hiding in your air ducts right now? A, dust and allergens. B, mold spores. C, last season's popcorn. Or D, all of the above. If you guessed D, that's right. There's popcorn in there. If you guessed D, it's all of the above. So call Lloyd's Heating and Air for a new system. Get 50% off duct cleaning. Residential and commercial, by the way. Family owned, trusted by North Florida. Dial Lloyd's Heating and Air or visit Lloyd'sHeatingandAir.com. Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
All right, welcome back. It's Friday in Jacksonville. I mean, we got great high school football tonight as well. Don't forget, we'll have that for you all night long. Right here, I think Dylan Denmark, Hacker, anchored down. We got Bowles, we got Bishop Kenny. We had a young man from Bishop Kenny on the other day, so good high school games set up all over the city. A lot of good games. College football should take a page from high school. We got good high school matchups everywhere.
You know what? I was thinking this.
Yeah.
Don't let me be too melodramatic. Maybe the worst weekend of college football in 20 years. Find me a week where there's just like nothing. I get with Michigan, Oklahoma. Okay. In some years, that'd be a great game. I mean, it's 15 versus 18. It's okay. It's like a typical, conference game in October involving number 15 Minnesota and number 19, Wisconsin, whatever it may be. The lines are very provocative to me. And I just I read into things. I don't understand Illinois being 11 in the country and only a 2.5-point favorite at Duke.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I took Duke. I don't know anything about either one of them. I know that doesn't make a lick of sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They try and fool you, Hick. Head on a swivel, man. That Vegas tries to get you. Make you think one thing and load up that way. And then at the last, they pull the old switcheroo and say, oh, yeah, by the way, sorry, Gabe, but we think Duke's winning.
No, that's why they got marble floors in Vegas.
Well, among other things. Marbles in our head for all of us, wagering on the how good a 19-year-old could be.
What do you buy of this Ballmer, Kawhi Leonard deal?
It's funny you asked me that.
Yeah.
I was thinking that because we talked about that about this time yesterday. Well, all I can go by for now is seeing Ballmer's reaction and getting right in front of the camera to give their side of the story. And Ballmer's story is that I don't know why fraudsters do what they do. They conned me. I thought they were legitimate. I paid them, and then he showed receipts from the last time he ever dealt with that company, and then when these other things were going. So he is alleging that company itself. And look, we've seen companies throw millions at athletes just to jock sniff. He is fortunate, but he honestly said, I can't tell you why they did what they did. They're con men. They conned me. I thought it was a legitimate business. I fell for it. So why they and what they did with Kawhi, but then he tried to document for Ramona Shelbourne on ESPN, their NBA reporter. He tried to document the time-wise and like receipt-wise, tax forms and others, exactly how they have gone about appropriately with Kawhi Leonard. So either I don't buy it though. Even back to it.
Yeah.
The Clippers may have done it without his knowledge, and they're hoping somebody underneath a couple of levels is hoping like heck they don't figure it out.
Right.
Or there's an idiot company that gave Kawhi Leonard $28 million a year just to be his buddy, which, believe it or not, happens. Especially if you're Ponzi scheming and you never have any intent of running a real business and you raise hundreds of millions of dollars and then you just go party and spend it. Which is what at least Ballmer is alleging, so we'll see.
Vernon Bryan's on the Checkmate Coating Hotline. He's geared up for the home opener.
Will you be taking your lighter to the game, Brian, or are you going to go with some more confidence than that?
No lighter at the game. It's a little early for that, but
yeah.
I mean, the thing is, as a Jags fan, I hope we're playing meaningful football in October. If we don't win this home opener game,
yeah,
there's a good possibility of that being true already.
That is accurate.
It's a must win. It's a must win. At the end of the day, you power rank your opponents. It is what it is. Not trying to hurt any feelings. The Panthers might be the worst team we play, and you're at home. You got to win the game. Period. No excuse.
I think Trevor's going to have a good year because they're doing something. They're doing something that needed to be done, and that's getting the ball out of his hands more, taking more of the offense off his shoulders. I mean, I think if we're more of a physical running team like what it looks like we're going to be, I think Trevor's going to have a really good year because that's what he needs. And the other thing, too, is I don't know if there's any prop bets out there, but the prop bet that you can go on would be Travis Hunter scoring all ways, passing,
Right.
rushing, pick six. They're definitely running the jet sweep. Travis Hunter throwing the ball. Just when's that going to happen?
First possession, I hope. You did all this. Listen, the Travis Hunter thing was huge news in the beginning. It's kind of between the injury and the debut, it's kind of died down a little bit. That's going to be reignited real quick on Sunday when you're playing real football and number 12 is making real plays. And he better make a whole lot of them because you gave up a lot to get him.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what he can bring. I think the team's going to be much better than it was before. I mean, it looks like a more physical team being able to run the ball. And, I mean, I guess I could say this. I always say this, but I'm always amazed. It can't be worse than it was last year,
Well, that's for sure.
Right.
Yeah, But, hey, it's the Jags, and I've seen it all. So take it easy, fellas.
Thank you, buddy. I do think along the lines of Brian, can't be worse. You're not going to lose 10-1 score games, and you're not going to only have 9 turnovers. I just can't imagine that. So
I wonder, and it doesn't, and it can't, but I wonder if the schedule were just the exact opposite of how it's set up.
Yeah.
The first game was the last, and the last game was the first. I wonder then what kind of start you could get off to and the momentum you can build. They're going to have to, eat the Brussels sprouts first. And those first, it would not take a terrible team. If you don't turn around that one score stat, you could be 1-5 here in 6 weeks. You'd be 1-6 for Pete's sake, leaving London.
I think this will also test an area in which they failed so terribly last year, their intestinal fortitude.
For sure.
Their mental toughness.
Adversity.
If they're 0-2, then you must get to 1-2. You play like it. If they're 1-3, you must get to 2-3. You play like it. If you're, again, the first 7 are tough.
That's right. And your point is, don't let it snowball like a bunch of weak-hearted, non-warriors. And instead of accepting, I'd rather it be better, but 2-5 is better than 1-6.
Yes.
To your point, you can get that next one because it does get easier.
Oh, man.
It gets easier. Let's rewind ourselves exactly what they face here to get this season
Say
going.
what you want, but you can go by.
We know the
you
first
can just
7.
go by the quarterbacks that you're playing.
That's another good way to do it.
Yeah, because the first 7 are tough, man. But you know what? Even if you're 2-5, you get better. You compete. You battle. And you try like hell to get to 3-4.
Well, the last 7. Arizona, Tennessee, Indy, the Jets, at Denver, at Indy, Tennessee, at home.
Yeah.
I mean, you got 4 with Tennessee and Indy. You got to go 4-0.
Yes.
You're coming down the stretch trying to reestablish which means, you the rest of your just get to 6-7 in the rest of your games, and to get to 6-7, 3-4 will not kill you out of the gates.
You want to play meaningful football in December, and your last 6 games, the only really tough one is at Denver. And that ain't like it's out of this world. It's not, But you know what? You go up to Tennessee and you win in Nashville. You beat the Colts at home like you always do. You beat the Jets at home. All of a sudden, you won 3 in a row going into Denver.
You're going to learn a lot.
Whatever your record is, if you add 3 victories to that record, it means something.
And on the other hand, maybe you do win your home games. You beat the Rams in London. You're 4-3, and now you could really make some hay in the second half. But what a big stretch, maybe not, because it's year 1 and those first 6, 7 are tough.
Yeah.
Maybe it doesn't even depend on what the record is in those first 7.
Problem is we have sucked at the bank.
But I was going to say, though,
change.
Coming out of the bye week, at Vegas, at Houston, what a big, right there. That can either kill any momentum you had or give you a knockout punch, because then you get a home game against the Chargers, not an easy game. You got to go to Arizona, not an easy game. But the last 6, again, Tennessee and Indy twice, Jets at home, at Denver.
Yeah. And even if and again, this is the important part of it. And the fans will lose interest, and I get that totally. But even if you're, the last 6 would mean you've played 11, right?
4-7.
Even if you're 3-8, you ain't going to the postseason. But you know what? In those last 6, you find 4 or 5 wins because you don't want to give Cleveland a great draft pick.
You know, it's funny. I saw some of the FPI projections or some of these that go game by game, or maybe even it was Demetrius and his forecast with the TU. A number of them, I've seen the Jags are 4-8 or 5-9, but the final record is 8-9.
Yeah,
because of what it does.
That's fair.
There at the end. So again, take everything we've just said, and now remember that Carolina Panthers come to town to start things. Nowhere near the capabilities or threat levels of all these other, and I'll just say one more, if we want to talk more than 9, we can. I don't have to be Anthony Campanile to know what's going to happen on Sunday. Right. I don't have to be Liam Cohen. They're going to run the ball. They got no receivers. They've got a quarterback who's been blah. They've got 2,000-yard runners from a year ago. We couldn't stop the run. They're going to run it. Operation Physicality gets its litmus test right out of the gates.
They have their 3 top receivers are Xavier Legette, who's in his 2nd year, Tat McMillan,
rookie,
and they brought back Hunter Renfrow.
And he's actually 3rd on the depth chart.
He's their slot guy.
Because they have Jalen Coker, but he's on IR for 4.
Yeah.
They traded Thielen, which seems strange.
No, they like, Hunter Renfrow's an interesting cat because I saw Derwin James, and they were all laughing at him, and he was talking about this guy's one of the hardest guys in the league to cover.
He had a year with the Raiders.
And I don't understand.
80 catches, 1,000 yards.
I mean, he just fell out of favor
got injured.
there, or
He got injured.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think he tore something.
Because he has that look of
slot receiver, little Edelman,
or Wes Welker.
Sure.
Although
I think he had. I don't want to overinflate his numbers, but he had either like 80 catches or 1,000 yards.
How about 103 catches?
There you go. Yeah. I was going to say 100. I said, well, that sounds
9
like
touchdowns.
Me. Yeah. When was that though? 20?
21.
And did he miss a whole year somewhere?
He went 49, 56, 103, 36. 25
full seasons?
I don't think he played last year.
16 games in those years?
Hold on, let me look at this.
Because maybe he started the one year, got hurt, missed all that half year, missed the first half of the next year, and that's why the 2 back-to-back numbers. I don't know how you go from 103 to
17, 13, 16, 17, 10, and 17.
Yeah.
It's interesting. He got cut by Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
They traded Thielen. Dan Morgan was trying to call him back. But he was doing something with one of his businesses, and he had given his phone to his daughter to watch Bluey. And she ignored the phone.
Good for her.
Had like 6-7 calls from the Panthers.
Yeah, Bluey.
She was watching Bluey, though, so she wasn't getting off. So,
well, listen, little kids. Bluey has that kind of hold on kids.
All right, 9 o'clock nasty coming up. Let's do it. Next on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorcemenOnly.com studios.
You watch the games, so do we.
Dan Higgin and Jeff Prosser, right after every Gator football game, get our reaction to the plays, the calls that stood out to us.
Live streamed on the Swamp Sessions podcast on the 1010XL social channels from Voodoo Brewing Company.
Driven by Atlantic Infinity.
Hey, it's Lauren Brooks. Looking and feeling great isn't just for women. Hello Smooth Med Spa has something for everyone. Laser hair removal, wrinkle smoothing, skincare, and more. With over 400 plus 5-star reviews and over a decade in business, they know their stuff. Book now at hellosmooth.com.
Beards Diamonds is where Jacksonville shops for engagement rings and fine diamond jewelry. Beards Diamonds in the St. John's Town Center stands out in a big way. You know why? They're local. They're the local one. They're the ones that we want to support. The owners are part of our community. The Lupos are great people. For more than 40 years, man, they take care of us. Here's the best part. You don't compromise on anything. Best selection of diamonds in Northeast Florida. Beards. Don't have to jack up prices to meet a corporate bottom line. Beards. Doesn't have commission salespeople. Beards. All the top names in bridal jewelry. Beards. And guarantees to give you a better price. You heard me. Guarantees you a better price. Beards. A lot of those chain jewelry stores owned by the same mega conglomerate. May have different names. They're all the same owner. Beards locally owned alternative. Beholden to us, not Wall Street. Don't buy a diamond ring or any piece of jewelry without at least talking to my friends at Beards Diamonds, man. Beards Diamonds. They're at the St. John's Town Center. Easy to find. Shop local. Shop Beards.
All right,
this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On September 5th, 1995, Cal Ripken Jr. ties Lou Gehrig's record of playing in 2,130 straight games.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
How'd you get your money so quick?
Hard Rock Bet's got lightning fast withdrawals.
Almost as fast as Dale Jr. valeting cars at this party.
Man, he's fast.
Hard Rock Bet's fast withdrawals have given me new motivation. Tips are appreciated.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New players bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and up and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
This is Greg Huntington, a.k.a. The Mangler. I'm on the winning team at Waste Management. If your business needs sustainable environmental services for waste removal and recycling collection, then you can count on the industry leader of WM to deliver results. Go to WM.com/Duval.
Watch football this season in downtown Duval at Pour Tap Room Jacksonville. 2 floors, 15 TVs, a giant projector, 80 self-pour taps of ice-cold craft beer, wine and cocktails, plus a full bar, wings, burgers, and more, and pizza delivered to your table from Pizza Dynamo. Downtown at Laura and Forsyth. Pour Tap Room Jacksonville. A beer festival every day.
I can't believe how spotless my floors look after using the Swiffer Power Mop. No more dragging around a heavy mop and messy bucket. Now I get the same deep clean without all the work. Thanks to the powerful solution and scrubbing pad of the Swiffer Power Mop, dirt and grime don't stand a chance, and I don't break a sweat. Mic drop. Mop drop.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
A smarter way to mop. Try it or your money back.
When you're a little kid on the playground, they tell you don't hit back. Well, the courtroom isn't a playground. And if you've suffered an injury or death in your family, I'm here to tell you it's okay to hit back and fight to make them pay. I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and at Hastings Injury Law, we understand all the pain and emotion that comes with being wrong. And we've dedicated our lives to making things right for people like you. So if you get hit back with Hastings Injury Law. Offices, Jacksonville.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Southern Oak Insurance. FSU continues its homestand. The Minnows take on East Texas A&M Saturday at noon with expectations of a 2-0 start. In high school football, Bowles plays St. Augustine at 7 p.m. Hear it live on 1010XL. Fisher Kinney will face Tocoy Creek with a 7 p.m. kickoff. Hear it live at 92.5. It's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. It's time. Now, it's time for the 9 o'clock nasty on the drill.
We're wasting time.
Here are Jeff Prosser, Dan Hicken, and E.T.
All right, welcome back. Gosh, I don't know why. I gotta get this annoyance out of me, but Herbie, man, I'm just so tired of the each football program where he goes has to give his dog swag to put on the little doggy. Like
tired of the dog. I don't like the dog thing.
I'm tired of the dog thing.
Yeah.
I'm tired of the dog thing.
I'm with you.
I guess I'm a bad person. I love dogs. I'm just tired of the dog thing.
It's fine. Listen, you can love chicken parm and vanilla ice cream. You don't like them together.
Yeah.
If I want to watch dogs, I'll watch a nice, Benji Come Home.
Tired of the dog thing.
That's fair.
I'm sorry.
That's
I'm tired of the dog. TCU football is the first team in college to implement a $100,000 snow recovery room. It's very cool.
Snow? What does that mean?
No, they got it's 7 degrees in there, and you go in there and recover. It looks like it's mountains and snow.
Oh, I got you. That's super cool. When you said snow recovery, I'm like, what? When it snows, you go there to recover? I didn't understand what it meant.
Awesome.
We do have a little bit of breaking news. We haven't said it yet today. I was kind of weird to do it while the season is technically still going on, but I saw the WNBA season ended yesterday.
It did. Caitlin ain't playing again.
Shut down Caitlin for the year. So that'll do to it for WNBA. Thanks for playing. We'll see y'all next year.
Yeah.
Not sure who won it this year. Will the title go unclaimed? Or, the sad thing is, it would be the one sport I just can't get into because apparently my Atlanta Dream's pretty good.
Yeah.
We got the Russian, prisoner, I think, leads us.
Who is it?
The Russian prisoner, I believe we have, Brittany Griner.
Oh.
And
Brittany's on Atlanta now?
I think she is, isn't she?
She might be.
The big player for Atlanta is, again, I know these things. They just saturate you. You can't avoid it. Ryan Howard apparently is ours, not the baseball player.
Okay.
Fantastic. And will mean nothing to me if they win the WNBA title. It will register just as when the Atlanta, I couldn't even tell you their last name, MLS team won.
Who said this? I mean, honestly, I don't feel sad. It's really weird. Well, it's not weird because I just feel like I did the best that I could.
I got this one.
Honestly, it's kind of inspiring for me because it makes me just want to train and try to get better.
I
think I can't be mad or upset at myself.
I was surprised at how hard I rooted against this person. I've decided it's not cool to just not like someone. I don't like her.
Naomi?
Yeah. I don't like her and her big pie in the sky philosophical views and her somber pondering and her faces and gestures and mutters on the court. I don't like her fluffy dresses. I don't like any of it.
All right.
So I was very, very, and on the other side, I love Amanda Anisimova. She seems really cool, down to earth, and a winner.
Well,
here's a girl that came from Russia, proud to be American.
Yeah, the other one.
Mom was American until the Olympics came, then she was Japanese.
Yeah.
So, get out of here. I'll take Anisimova, and I find Osaka to be off-putting. That's just me.
Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah. Just like you find
By the way, that one went
certain
to about,
golfers, Colin Montgomery or whoever yours is.
That one went to about 1 a.m. last night.
I know. I watched it on the, but I literally, it was this much. I kind of fell asleep last night hoping Anisimova would win the tennis match.
I got a Gator question for you.
Okay.
And in E, you can include yourself, but you have no shot at getting the answer to this question.
No hope.
Wow.
No shot. In fact, I don't think you'll get it.
Oh. Well,
who led the Gators in tackles last year?
Okay.
Who led the Florida Gators in tackles last year? I saw this.
Yeah, no. I mean, your first inclination is a linebacker.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
But I don't think it is. If you ask me the question,
the context.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
But maybe it is the linebacker, and it's just not the linebacker that I would have said.
Okay.
First two names came to mind.
Okay.
Pyburn.
No, not I don't. He's playing DN. I don't think he get enough tackles.
The other guy was Pup Howard.
And again, that's a linebacker who would be expected. I don't think Pup Howard led the linebackers in tackles.
Pyburn was third.
Ooh.
So that wasn't a bad guess.
Not a bad guess at all. That's very high for an edge guy.
And Pup was 10th.
Pup was less than you think. It was a linebacker who led, wasn't it?
No.
Oh, safety, huh?
This guy I thought played very well for us last year and didn't get much credit. He's on an NFL roster. That's why I brought it up. He was on. He was in last night's game. He was on an NFL roster last night. I don't know if he's on the practice squad or what.
I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah.
Shamar James.
Great guess. That's who I would have guessed.
And he's on the Cowboys.
He is.
So that's why I went.
Yeah. But no. Not him either. Jaquezi Bridges.
Oh, that, yeah. Yeah, that is very shockingly.
Jaquezi Bridges.
A safety, though.
Corner.
Well, but he ended up playing more safety.
He can play both.
Yeah. Yeah, he had some big hits. I do know that.
70 combined tackles.
That is surprising. Now, who plays that role this year for Florida? Who is that playing over there?
Well, it depends what you know. It depends who you're talking about. So, but Jaquezi Bridges, 70 last year. Shamar James, second. Jack Pyburn, third. Jordan Castell, who's just a safety.
Castell was also going to be
a guy who could lead him this. Jaden Robinson.
I was also going to say him. What was he?
He was fifth. Sapp was sixth. Thornton was seventh. Sharif Denson from Jacksonville, eighth. Cameron Jackson, 9th, and Grayson Pup Howard, 10th. Those are your guys.
Where did Cam Jackson land? Bucks? That sound right?
Let's see.
They got real good play from those biggins on that D-line late last year. Oh.
Carolina.
Oh, we'll see him this week, maybe.
I think.
Well, Florida's defense will get tested certainly more this week than they did last week when LIU came to town, and a dual-threat quarterback is become like a mandatory stop if you're going to compete for it all, and they get an early taste of one of the best dual-threat quarterbacks really in the country when he's healthy and playing well. And that Byron Brown has kind of played like that. He was his Conference Player of the Year 2 years ago before getting hurt a year ago.
Des Bryant tweets last night. I dropped $50K on the boys, starting the season off right. Let's go Cowboys.
Now, if he took the +8, that's a winner.
That's what I think he did.
Sometimes when they drop it, quote, on the team, it means they're like betting them to win, which I would not do with that kind of spread. I stayed away. Mrs. P, TD, the degenerate, was itching to fire up her Hard Rock app and put a little action on the game last night, Hick.
Yeah.
But I talked her out of it. I don't like the spread. I'm not saying who's going to cover.
Yeah.
I don't like that 8-point spread. Now, just hold on to your whatever the $48 we got left in the Hard Rock and wait for that $2 wager, honey. It'll be fine.
I think I can speak for the culture when it comes to betting. All that spread, the points, plus that wasn't really a thing till recent.
Yeah, right.
The bets used to be straight up.
Yeah,
like 50 band on the Cowboys, straight up.
Yeah, but you would bet each other, right?
Correct. It'll be
does the culture have like neighborhood bookies?
No,
just each other. Hey,
other.
Pookie, I'm telling you, the Cowboys are going to win tonight.
Exactly.
Shut up, Ray.
How
I
much
got the
you got
Eagles.
on it?
It's made in the barber shop.
Yeah. So I got to get Dylan Denmark in here and get my high school bet in for tonight.
There is a thought.
I whipped him last week. I'm ready to take him down again this week.
You talked about changing the portal rules.
By the way, CeeDee Lamb, 3 official drops.
Yeah, I count 4, but whatever.
The 4th down attempt officially determined to be an overthrow, which
I wouldn't call that a drop. I'd call that an incompletion, but I'll find you 4 other ones.
Second career game with 3 drops, by the way.
We talked about the transfer portal now being limited. There's only going to be 1. And initially, as a fan, you say that's great news. If you're a Gator fan, it might not be. The transfer portal is it's the second iteration is the one that Billy Napier has had some real success with.
Yeah.
The NCAA Oversight Committee votes to end the spring transfer portal period. It'll just now be a 10-day window that will open in January. Could require a massive change in approach, though, from Napier moving forward. He tends to move at a much slower pace in the portal. So, the end game of just make sure you get it right versus getting it quick. Since arriving in Gainesville, the following players came in the spring portal. You with me?
Yeah.
Ricky Pearsall.
Yeah.
Cormani McClain, Elijah Badger. Good players, important players. On the flip side, I guess they say we wouldn't have to worry about the situation he had this past spring where Greg Smith and DeAndre Robinson jumped ship at the last moment, forced Florida to scramble and land Brendan Bett. Bett, who flashed in that first game. This, by the way, is more of a help for those teams and who they get to return than it is for those teams going and looking for the help to come in. I think the advantage that the coaches look for here, the result that the coaches appreciate here, is the fact that by the end of January, you know what you got. And then you can use that second recruiting day, that second signing day to address issues rather than poaching and cherry picking other programs' rosters again in the spring.
Right.
After circling back from whatever you did in the winter.
Luke Poulter had a pretty good start at the Walker Cup. He holed out for an eagle on number 1 and then made a hole-in-one at number 3.
Is he a Gator?
Yeah.
So did Miles Russell end up making that team? I know he was an alternate.
It's a good question.
Shouldn't he be on the team or no?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care if you're only 16. You've done things that amateurs at your age have never done, from becoming the number 1 amateur in the world. He's won these prestigious titles. He just won the junior players again. Feels like he should be on that team, but I think that's reserved more for the college kids. I don't think there's anyone on the team that's not a college kid. And
can you be on the team if you're not a college kid?
Yeah. Well, I think sometimes they're older amateurs. I think there have been Walker Cups with older amateurs, but I'm not positive about that. You know who was a Walker Cupper was Every. You should call him and ask him.
He's not. Team USA. The kid from Auburn's on there. He leads the way.
I think it's almost all college. I don't know if that's a
Miles
rule per
is
se.
an alternate. Yeah,
he is an alternate. Does that mean he's probably at the event?
I would assume.
Does it say where it is this year?
Cypress Point.
Is that out in California? Is that Pebble?
Yeah.
Will they play? Will they get to play the actual Pebble Beach, or because Cypress is a part of Pebble, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's not the one where they play the tournament, the pro tournament.
Cypress Point Club is on the Monterey Peninsula. Yeah.
Yeah. The Monterey Point is another one, or Monterey Country Club's another one of those four. You always think of Pebble Beach, National, but you went out, didn't you go out there and play?
Yeah.
What'd y'all play? Cypress is one you liked?
No, we played, what's the name of it?
Cypress Point, no?
Is that what it was?
I think the small, the kind of shorter one with a lot of zigs and zags.
For the first 6. Spyglass.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
You boys will appreciate this.
Mm-hmm.
So one of my favorite pages on social media is Zaire Golf. It's a golf page. And
okay.
This gentleman, he's having probably the best year ever because he hit his first hole in one.
Okay.
Then he proceeds to win the lottery for $1.2 million.
Oh, that jerk.
I will say this. I desperately would love to get a hole in one. It would culminate my amateur golf career. I'd like to get one at some point. But if you're asking me, hey, would you rather get a hole in one today at the home course, or would you rather hit the Powerball tomorrow night? I'll go buy some hole in ones.
He hit for $1.2 million.
I'll go play golf. If I win the Powerball, I'll have a hole in one a year because I'll play every day.
Well, I'll buy a course. I'll buy a par 3, right. And I'll just keep hitting balls till I get a hole in one.
By the way, Hick, I figured this out. I saw that the odds to make a hole in one for the average golfer, it said, is 1 in 10,000. I'm a slightly above average golfer, so I figured for me, probably the mathematical odds would be about 1 in 7,500. I now have managed to get upside down in the odds. I'm literally, with those long odds, now overdue for a hole in one because I've estimated I have played way more than 7,500 par 3s.
Dang it.
Way more. I'm behind the bath.
This is the drill on 1010XL.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Dan Hicken and Jeff Prosser share the huddle with Freddie T. Monday morning running back with Fred Taylor is fueled by Epstein and Robbins and Monahan Jewelers.
Fred Taylor, he's a candidate to go the distance.
On 1010XL.
Hey, Hickett here for Action Garage Door. We love Action Garage Door. Love them being part of the show. They got premium parts, premium service, too, for the life of your garage door. Listen, when that garage door misfires, it's a big pain in the rear, right? If mine ever does, though, I just call Jeff Bernard and the boys, and they come take care of it because they take action immediately at Action Garage Door. Jeff Bernard and his crew are Jacksonville folks. They're not a big out-of-town chain. They're local, and they've been doing it for a long time. 25 years, man. In fact, right now, they will tune and lube and inspect your garage door free, F-R-E-E. They're easy to get a hold of. Take advantage of that as they celebrate 25 years in the industry. I've been in my house for 23 years. We got a garage door from those guys recently, and man, people comment on it all the time. It improves curb appeal. Something goes wrong with your garage door, take action with Action Garage Door. Easy to get a hold of them. GarageDoor911.com. Real simple. Garage Door 911. You won't forget them. Check them out, Action Garage Door.
First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
Hello. The Checkmate Coatings phone line has you covered from the floor up. From tough sports topics to strong surfaces, Checkmate Coatings is your floor's missing piece and your connection to the sports world on 1010XL.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home,
life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
At Hurricane Grill and Wings, the wings are fresh, the drinks are cold, and the game is always on. With 30 bold flavors, ice-cold beer, and handcrafted cocktails, there's no better place to kick back and catch every play. Escape the ordinary. Your home for sports is Hurricane Grill and Wings.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right, Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boatsiers experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
When you need a mechanic you can trust, visit AA Automotive on Richard Street. For oil changes to complex repairs, AA Automotive is a full-service repair shop for personal and commercial fleet vehicles. Trust AA to keep your ride running A-OK.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwood Jewelers. Clayton, you spend a lot of time talking about diamonds, but what about some of the colored stones we see?
Frank, when you talk about colored stones, there are literally hundreds of varieties and species in the gem kingdom. As certified gemologists, we're trained gemologically on the identification of each of these and can separate the man-made synthetics and imitations from the real thing. But at Underwoods, we can go to the next step. At Underwoods, we're active buyers of loose-colored stones in the world markets, so we have an understanding of the values of colored stones as they relate back to the various qualities. In fact, just like diamonds, we buy most of our colored stones loose, then create the pieces of jewelry to hold the gems. You can be assured not only of the authenticity and quality of our colored stone jewelry, but also of the value. So if you're in the market for a fine quality emerald, sapphire, ruby, aquamarine, amethyst, citrine, tourmaline, peridot, or any other gemstone, come by and see us at Underwoods.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. This is your Duval Minute, brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
All right, the Duval Minute on Fridays always likes to look at the game and kind of tell you what I think and how it's going to play out, and I think it's going to play out the Jags' way. I just think that with a new regime, there has to be the juice at that stadium with Travis Hunter, the fan base that we did not have 1 year ago when we opened the season or when we opened our home opener with the Cleveland Browns. I think it's going to be night and day different. That's why I think the Jags are more likely to win 19-13 than to lose 19-13. I think the Jags will be able to get it done. I think the Jags are going to have a victory. I think we're all going to be feeling good on Sunday. And then we really get things going. But I think we're good enough to beat the Carolina Panthers on Sunday at the bank and juice up the home field and see what Travis Hunter and Trevor Lawrence and the boys can do for us. And that's your Duval Minute, brought to you by our friends at Lift Power. Always on the lookout for winners, experienced lift truck and dock and door technicians. Benefits are unbelievable. 401k, company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. It's one reason why Lift Power has been voted one of the best places to work year in and year out. One other reasons, I got them for you. They're rapidly growing. They've been around Jacksonville for more than 50 years. Family owned and operated. The owner is a terrific guy. Great people. They're giving you an opportunity. If you're thinking about an employment change, listen, don't let it slip by. LiftPower.com. LiftPower.com.
You know, you play this music, and it reminds me that Guns N' Roses is coming up this month. They had to move it from April, where Dan and I usually are. In fact, we're not going to be able to do the exclusive DVD broadcast this year. I know the Googans are going to be disappointed.
Oh, my God.
But I'm working hard to find some fill-ins. When I say working hard, I'm looking into the room in there.
Wink, wink.
But anyway, Guns N' Roses is coming up September 20th, and the music makes me think that. You'll hear more about that coming up as the great night for charity and the FOP and helping the kids here around the afternoons in Jacksonville, FLA. We talk about culture and, what is it exactly? I thought it was interesting. Micah Parsons yesterday, one of the first things he noticed, never been in a locker room with guys like this. Talking about the Green Bay culture after his trade from the Cowboys. I could see the Cowboys culture being terrible, but it's just because of the way it is at the top.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah,
you said
Jerry.
Well,
Yep.
you said you watched the doc. I didn't. My mom was a lot more disparaging of Jerry Jones in her view of what she saw than you were. Maybe it's just because we're used to Jerry. And
I know it,
you have this insinuation that I know that he can be this, that, or the other. But I could see chemistry and culture being an issue with him there.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just such a, he's a black hole of energy. It's got to all go to him, it feels like, right? Parsons said he wanted to continue playing for the Cowboys, but it looks like he's already feeling at home. The perennial Pro Bowl linebacker is raving about the Packers' culture when he met with reporters yesterday. I came in Tuesday for treatment, and I saw almost every guy in the locker room. I said, this is the first time I've ever seen this. It just shows how much these guys want to be here. They say it's because there ain't nothing else to do in Green Bay, but there's other things you could do. They just want to be around each other and hang out. That's important to have guys that want to come into the building, want to be here. I think that's important when you're around guys like that. It makes it exciting to come to work.
Okay. Well,
I guess that's basically that sounds like more like an attendance thing. People are there outside when they have to be.
Listen, there are a lot of people down in Dallas weren't thrilled with Micah Parsons either.
Yeah, according to reports.
Both ways, yeah.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
I mean, he did his podcast and he called out guys a lot, and so
yeah. We'll see if that culture continues to welcome if you try that stuff up there. That's also fair. It's hard when you go to a great team that has its long list of legacy and stars, and suddenly you're the best player on the team. That's hard.
Right.
He's the best player on the Packers.
Right.
And so you, as the best player, you recognize, look, the one thing they got going here is this, everybody seems to be really good. It might not be a good idea for me to do a podcast and say, our right guard forgot how to block.
How well do you know the ACC, Jeff Prosser, football-wise?
Like historically or right now?
Right now.
Resist the urge to call up the ACC. So go ahead. I mean, I'll try.
Okay, let's play Name That Quarterback.
Yeah, okay. You're going to give me the quarterback. I hate to say the school?
No.
Well, that's a problem.
Georgia Tech. I don't think it is.
It is. I'm not going to get many. Haynes King.
There you go. You're 1 for 1.
Yeah, but I'm a Tech fan. That's an easy one.
Miami.
Carson Beck.
You're 2 for 2.
Okay. I see what you're doing here. Clemson is Cade Klubnik.
Yep.
Now it's in the fun ends.
Duke.
They went and got the Mensa.
Very good. SMU. Same guys last year.
Yeah, I can't forget his. It's like Chip or something. Or Chet. What's Chip? I forget that dude's name.
Yeah.
He's a little scat back kind of quarterback.
Kevin Jennings.
Just like
Kevin Chip Jennings.
Chip Jennings, I call him.
FSU.
I was waiting on that one. I know that one. Tommy Castellanos.
And you're 5 out of 6.
Well, and then the fun ends. I mean, we're gonna. I might not know. I'm
gonna blow by Cal because you'll never get him.
Yeah.
How about Louisville?
Doesn't Cal have a good one?
Jaron Koo, Sagapatuli.
No, it was the other guy. They had a good one. And
Fernando Mendoza went to Indiana.
There you go. I know his quarterback.
Louisville.
Yeah, Tyler Shuck. Sure.
You should know Louisville.
I should.
Yeah, he transferred.
I haven't watched him though, bro.
Transferred in.
That's not Altmaier
from USC?
Oh God. No, I don't know.
Miller Moss.
I don't remember him. I haven't watched USC since they left the Pac-12. Anyway,
I don't think you'll get NC State.
I'm not getting any of these. I freely admitted. I might get one more.
You watched a little Syracuse, Tennessee. You should get Syracuse's guy.
Yeah, it's a young guy.
Transferred in.
Yeah.
Played a little bit last year for this team that was in the playoff.
Yeah, it's an Ohio State guy.
No, Notre Dame guy.
I don't remember his name.
Steve Angeli.
Yeah.
And you'll know the name, but you may not know that he's at Wake Forest.
I could have done better with the quarterback, like Angeli rung a bell. Because I did, like you said, watch a little bit.
Do you remember Virginia Tech's? Just watch.
Yeah, it's like
yeah, it's hard. I guess
it's like hard. Duran or
Drones.
There you go.
Robbie Ashford's at Wake Forest. Bama guys.
I want to say for the record, for the audience that counts on us for the preeminent information, that the quarterback list in the ACC doesn't come up much around here when it comes to what you should know. Okay, so you're in good hands. Don't worry. Yeah. I have Google.
It's fine. Eli Holstein and Dylan Lonergan, Pitt and Boston College, and then Chandler Morris on his seventh team at Virginia. Ugh. I saw the ACC quarterback power rankings. They had Haynes King 1, Carson 2, Klubnik 3, Mensah 4, Jennings 5, Castellanos 6.
That's kind of low.
So
I don't. Jennings has a year ahead of some of these guys. Haynes King's a terrific player, but Carson Beck should be number 1 on that list, shouldn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, it feels like Carson Beck's the bet. Carson Beck, listen. There are plenty of Georgia fans that get disenchanted, and there's I don't like the way Carson Beck's body language is here. I don't like his face. Whatever it is. He was good at Georgia. He was 25-3, wasn't he, Dan?
28-4.
28-4 at Georgia.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you love your boy Gunner. Let me know after 32 if he's 28-4.
Yeah.
He might be.
Might be.
I don't know. But and then to go down, I was impressed with Carson Beck, and I didn't even mean it to be funny when I said he looks like he's pretty well accepted and a real part of what they're doing there. He doesn't feel like a mercenary.
No, I feel that too.
Yeah,
though.
you felt that too?
Yeah.
Okay, it wasn't just me.
Yeah. All right, let's take a break. It's 9:30. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. New coaches.
The future. That's truly what's exciting.
New players.
I bring the juice every day.
New season.
We've done some great things this offseason.
This is where the dream begins. And Duval is downright ready.
Time to go.
Now, it's for real. Jaguars, Panthers. Sunday at 1 on the home of the Jaguars. 1010XL.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Jacksonville, it's football season, and Duck Duck Rooter is proud to be on your home team. As a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, we tackle plumbing, septic, and air conditioning problems with championship-level service. Keep an eye out for our custom Jaguar wrap plumbing vans rolling around town. They're hard to miss and always ready for the next play at your home or business. With thousands of 5-star Google reviews and the only master septic contractor in Northeast Florida, trust Duck Duck Rooter to keep you in the game. Call 904-862-6769 or visit DuckDuckRooter.com. Duck Duck Rooter, when you're stuck, call the Duck.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyoublow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Yo, what's happening, folks? It's your main man, ET here. And have you been in Clay County lately? It's the perfect escape and just a short drive away. I'm talking hiking, paddling, fishing, and plenty more ways to enjoy the outdoors. This month, you can take on the Whistling Death 5 and 10K, digging into bold flavors at the annual Soul Food Festival, and enjoy fall festivals all across the county. Make the call this weekend and enjoy great times and make wonderful new memories, all in our area. Check out exploreclay.com to plan your next weekend adventure. That's exploreclay.com.
Tired of high energy bills? Replace those inefficient windows and patio doors now with the big BOGO event. Buy one, get one 40% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. This offer expires September 30th. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Hey, gang, it's football season, and I don't know a bunch about chips and dip, but I know this. If you got chips, then you need dip. And if you need dip, let me tell you the dip for your chips. It's Daisy French Onion Dip. You'll love the new Daisy French Onion Dip and a Daisy Ranch Dip as well. Game changers. These are delicious as homemade dip made with real herbs and spices and other ingredients you'd find in your own kitchen. You've got to try the dip of deliciousness. Look for Daisy French Onion Dip at a grocery store near you.
Hey Jacksonville, this is Chip Davis, director of the Flounder Pounder Fishing Tournament. We are fast approaching our 16th annual tournament benefiting the Jacksonville School for Autism. With the help of our amazing community, we raised over $1.4 million the last 15 years. This year's tournament will be held at Palm Valley Outdoors on the Intercoastal Waterway. Captain's meeting is Thursday night, October 9th, and the tournament is Saturday, October 11th. I'm inviting you and your family to come out and enjoy our tournament festivities, raise some money, and support autism awareness. Special thanks to U.S. Army Recruitment Jacks for their support. Flounder Pounder for Autism 2025. See you there.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Hey, yeah, I want to shoot, baby, shoot.
Man, we are back. We are closing in on ball, man. We had ball last night. Defending world champions. Those Super Bowl champs always win that game,
What we say, 20 out of the last 26 or something like
21 and 5. 21 and 5, is that what it is?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty good stuff. So, well, they're at home, so that's part of the home field advantage.
And they're the champs.
And they're good.
Yeah.
So, now they try to find a good team to play them. I would like, if I'm a Cowboy fan, I don't feel terrible today. I probably feel like, okay.
Get into those moral victories in a place like Dallas and people clap back at you a little. That's what that is, right?
Yeah.
I feel okay. I took a moral victory.
Yeah, but I got rid of, I traded my best player.
Well, there's a lot of Cowboy fans, too. The team hadn't done anything their whole life. You could be 25 years old. Your team's never even been to a conference championship game. Yeah. It's time to call Dallas what it is, just a team.
Yeah.
They're a big brand for sure. They got an owner and they got, they're just a regular old run-of-the-mill NFL team.
Yeah.
That's all they are.
Yeah.
They get good players sometimes. They get bad players sometimes. Just like the Detroit Lions or Browns or Jags. They don't win anything. Now, they have in some of y'all's lifetime. But if you're 30 years old, and especially consider, you could be 40. You don't really pay attention until you're 10. Mm-hmm. E, do you remember the Cowboys being anything in your life?
I do remember their Super Bowl runs because that's when I quote unquote became a Cowboys fan because they were good.
Yeah,
and any kid's going to jump on the team that's good.
Yeah, especially kids of low moral fiber like yourself.
Well, and you're 14 or 15 by then too.
We ain't had the Jags, man.
Yeah.
No. Hey,
what?
Can you give me a Dan Hicken stat of the day?
Oh, I can.
Please. This is for all you.
His name is Hicken. He's an information revelation. It's Dan Hicken, stat of the day.
Thank you, Balls.
I heard from Balls. Was it from Beyond earlier this week? He actually texted me.
Yeah. Huh. He's a good man.
I miss Balls. I wish he was here.
Yeah. For you degenerates out there, you're watching that game last night, and you got the under.
Okay.
And you're like, I'm screwed.
It was 21-20 at half.
I got 21-20.
What was it, 46 or so?
Yeah, whatever. It went under.
Yeah, the Cowboys threw a double Mugsies there in the second half.
That's only happened 4 other times since 1990.
What is the scenario?
41 first half points, but the game went under.
41 is the key number. That's believable. Most NFL, that goes over on its own in some games.
I mean, cake.
You got some games
if you
this
had
week.
The over, you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
If you had the under,
that's a bad beat.
Yeah,
that's a bad beat that it doesn't hit. I mean, you're at halftime. It's 41 at half.
Yeah. Yeah, at the half.
So there was 3 points in the second. I've never seen.
That's unbelievable.
I don't care if it's a rain delay, an ice storm, a traffic warning, a flood watch. I have never seen a delay in a current oncoming game completely flip the personality of the game like that one.
Yeah.
Went from offensive shootout to, I guess it was still a shootout, only apparently someone went in the locker room and shot CeeDee Lamb in the hands at halftime.
Man, if CeeDee Lamb catches the ball, it's a different game.
Right.
Though,
it would have continued to be a shootout, and the over would have hit. So, CD, you owe all the over bettors.
FanDuel's listed LSU as an 8.5-point home favorite against the Gators.
It's a little high. I think people will be jumping on, depending on what Florida does this week. That's a night game already established, right? That's the ABC primetimer, 7:30.
Yes.
It'll be a late night for Swamp Sessions. We'll be burning the midnight oil down there.
Yes, sir.
You may want to come out and party with us that night.
Oh, man, we had to give him an Uber home if that late. Hey, we have some Jags tickets to give away. Let's do that right now. And then we'll
do?
Yeah.
Really?
A family 4-pack of them things.
Get out of here.
And by the way, I have confirmed you don't actually have to take your family, but it is a family 4-pack.
Ow!
All right, so, and this is how we'll do it.
Okay. In
This is how we do it.
1997, I want you to... No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, let's just do this.
Caller number 2.
How about... Yeah, I know, right? How about this?
Yeah.
How about who did the Jaguars beat the last time they won a season opener? Ready, go. The last time the Jaguars won a season opener, who'd they beat? Have that news and intel, and you are going to take home these tickets, a family 4-pack. So we'll be back with more on a GFL Friday.
Now, the cool down from the cool guys at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Fast, reliable, and honest service. The Drill.
From the DivorcemenOnly.com studios.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam.
Join Jim Furyk and other legends of the PGA Tour for the Constellation Furyk and Friends, presented by Circle K. October 3rd through 5th at Timuquana Country Club. Catch the new community concert series on the 17th hole after play, featuring country artists Low Cash and Love and Theft. Public parking is free with complimentary tournament access for military, courtesy of ViStar Credit Union. Get tickets now for the Constellation Furyk and Friends, presented by Circle K, starting at just $25 at Ticketmaster.
Brackish Vodka, the spirit of the sportsman and proud partner of the Jaguars, is now available at the Fresh Market Spirits and Wine. The Fresh Market Spirits and Wine is a new adult beverage store offering spirits, wine, beer, and accessories at A1A North in Ponte Vedra, a first-of-its-kind destination for thoughtfully curated spirits, wine, and beer as only the Fresh Market can. And now, you can get Brackish Vodka at the Fresh Market. Brackish Vodka, for whatever your sport is. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the final days of Sleep Number's biggest sale of the year. All beds on sale. Up to 50% off the limited edition smart bed. Ends Monday. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
1010XL congratulates First Coast High School safety Miguel Jimenez. He's the Jacksonville Sharks True Vet Solutions High School Player of the Week. Miguel helps his team to a 55-6 victory with 2 interceptions, a pick 6, 4 tackles, and a blocked extra point.
Rick Ballou for Coy Dental. That's right, Carlson Dental is now Coy Dental. Dr. Lee has been practicing there for 9 years, has purchased the company. The Coy Dental team still has the same great dentists and staff. And remember, if you get nervous visiting a dentist, don't. There's never a problem at Coy Dental with light sedation for cleaning and deep sedation for all your restorative needs. Coy Dental, located in Bartram Park.
Hey, gang, Hickett here for my friends at Prize Picks. Look, we make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't you miss any of the excitement this season on Prize Picks. Have you locked in for your Jaguars-Panthers game yet? You need to, right? You need to go look at Trevor Lawrence. You need to go look at Travis Hunter. You need to go look at Mr. Etienne. Look, it's real easy. It's simple to play. Just pick more or less. You can go 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 6 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you cash in. It's the best way to get action on sports. Prize Picks puts their users first. All withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. And check this out. Download the app today. Use code 1010XL. Get $50 in the lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code 1010XL. You get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, man. It's good to be right.
When you need a mechanic you can trust, call Sam, Harry, or Joe at AA Automotive on Richard Street. From oil changes to complex engine repairs, AA Automotive promises expert service and honest pricing from a local family biz. AA Automotive on Richard Street.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Now the cool down with Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, keeping Jack's cool since '87.
Well, it's a Friday staple, and we're going to cool down with Deer Drill. You guys got issues. We've got answers.
Yeah, darn right we do.
Whether you can take them and benefit from them, that's up to you. But if you took the time to write in, we hope that you will at least take the consideration to do what the hell we tell you to do.
Yeah. And it's brought to you by our friends at Oceanside Cleaners. It's Michael P. Harris and his family. They've been doing it for 35 years, man. Stability and success. If it's got fabric, they can clean it, man. Dry cleaning and laundry, bedding, and don't get me started on their award-winning bridal gown preservation. Oceanside Cleaners, kiosks to serve you. They pick up and deliver. 2 locations, Jacksonville off South Side and Ponte Vedra. Oceanside Cleaners, we just don't clean, we care. E. Thank you. Not only am I doing Deer Drill, reading the letters, I'm also playing the piano.
It's very impressive.
That's talent.
Thank you. Deer Drill.
I would say all the young kids learn how to play the piano. You will be a real stud later in life.
Oh,
The ladies will just come up, they'll melt into your arms. It doesn't seem like a nerdy habit to take up. Listen, you 9-year-olds, listen to Uncle Jeff and Uncle Dan.
Yes.
Go take your piano lessons. You'll thank us later.
Thank us later.
Yes, sir.
I saw this sweet little girl go out with her violin the other day in the town square and play OBE, Obi-Wan, life goes on, and it was awesome.
Busking. I love to watch the busking on social media.
Dear Drill, I am a lesbian who recently experienced heartbreak by falling in love with my mentor and boss. I didn't want it to happen, but it did. The time we spent together was a balance of bliss and fear. My heart and soul feel that she feels the same way about me. I left my job because my feelings for her became so overwhelming, I could not cope.
Okay.
She knows how I feel about her, and she has shown interest in me in the past. She's not gay, but I do know of straight women who have fallen in love with one woman in their lives. We also have a 15-year age difference. It doesn't matter to me. I'm crazy about her. I dream about our Victorian home together, a beautiful garden and life. I want nothing else but to make her happy for the rest of her life, make her breakfast every morning and beautiful dinners every night. We're no longer communicating upon her request. I want to heal my heart and live my life. It's hard to let go, but I know I should. On the other hand, something tells me I should wait for her. How can I move forward and find the love I deserve in this life?
I don't know about finding somebody you don't have to change teams. That'd be a start. I mean, there are enough red flags there. If you're shooting someone of the same persuasion, you're talking about taking a woman 15 years older than you and convincing her to change teams, to change sides.
No.
Yeah, there's way wrong here. Find somebody that has a lot more in common with you. Because this just in, with all due respect to Mrs. P, I could sit at night and dream of making Anne Hathaway breakfast every day. It doesn't make Anne Hathaway right for me. Stop it.
It's very simple.
Yeah.
She ain't gay, so go away. It's very simple.
Very simple.
Yeah,
Very simple, E. Very nice. You ready for the next one?
Hit me.
Dear Drill.
Out of town is this from?
This part is, it's a West Sider.
West Side?
Dear Drill, my son got his girlfriend pregnant. She already has a 7-year-old by another man. Her mother kicked her and the baby out right after the baby was born. She had nowhere to go. So I had her child, and my grandbaby stay with my husband and me. What a big mistake that was. All we asked of her was to clean up a little bit around the house. She lives here rent-free. She buys her food and will cook sometimes for herself and her children, but she leaves the pots and pans and dishes for me to do. She won't lift a finger to do any of the household chores. She works only part-time, and I watch both kids when my son can. Am I wrong to be angry that she won't help out?
What? No, you're not wrong to be angry, but there's too many she's in your sentence and not enough he's. You see, your son put that bun in the oven.
Yeah.
That's your son's child that's running around while she sleeps. And had your son not done that, you wouldn't know who she was. So I feel you on the having to do something, but I take it your son is with the woman. Y'all are together. It's time to get those two on a, on some sort of plan that gets them out. But I have a real problem with all your complaining and all your issues there seem to involve she when he was equal partner in this whole situation.
Clearly, son is a mama's boy, because son is definitely the problem here. The mama, it's okay to let your son grow up sometimes and accept responsibility for his actions.
Very nice.
That's what we're going with.
That's good stuff. Dylan Denmark, where are you?
Where is he? Calling Dylan. And Dan's trying to.
What's our game of the week tonight, Dylan? Yeah. What's the best high school game?
Bowls.
Bowls St. Aug. Okay. You already owe me $100. Let's go double or nothing this week. Who do you want?
Bulls -3.
Bulls -3? Ooh.
You going to take those odds, the -3? He's even giving you points.
You got to give me more points than that. That's ridiculous. I'm not an idiot, too.
3.5.
Oh, you're out of your mind, dude.
It would say 3 and a hook.
Bulls is loaded. I will say, okay, how about this? I'll take Bulls -13.
Ooh.
How do you want that?
Spicy.
You want that? Okay. He's got St. Aug +13. I got Bulls -13.
Well, the voice of the Bulldogs here. Which way would your expert analysis?
Well, we'll ask him here in just a second.
Blend.
Play us out of here.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
All right, I'm already up 100. Am I going to be up 200 now, Tony, or do you not like to partake because are you like Kirk Herbstreit? I'm doing the game. I can't really give my opinion.
Well, I don't know how comfortable I am giving high school games lines in general.
Well, you didn't give him the line. Right. You're just commenting on it.
Like that kind of thing. Here's what I would say about it. I would be a little bit surprised if St. Augustine, who's a team that was playing in a state semifinal last year, in 4A football, that if they don't stay within 2 touchdowns of Bulls tonight, I'd be a little bit surprised.
Okay, good. I like that. Do you want to go 100 too?
No. No.
That guy gets the football, buddy. And the D is for degenerate.
Yeah.
He's working angle with everyone here. The poor Uber Eats driver drops it off, and Hick wants 50 on something.
Yeah, that's how I roll.
Well, good luck this weekend.
Well, you got Jaguars today.
Do you collect on Monday? Do you have to drive all around town with all your little bets that you made? Or
this is what the only one I won't. The only one, and he will verify this.
Okay.
The only ones we won't bet with are the Googans because one bad Googan spoiled it for everybody.
Ruined it.
Yeah, he popped off at me on the text line. Blah blah blah. Bet you, and he started. I
Still
didn't.
ain't seen breakfast.
Yeah, it was, and I said, okay, that's fine. Here's the bet, and I crushed him.
It's like Pesci's character in The Irishman, just stopping at all the little spots and collecting the cash.
That's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I envision here.
All right, well, it's a Keys to Victory Friday for you guys.
Yeah, we'll be going through it with Tom McManus.
Okay.
We'll talk to Carolina's side of this thing today as well. But, yeah, we'll be doing our Keys to Victory for the first time in the 2025 season.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
A
Can't
game
wait
that
for
I think
Sunday.
most of us expect the Jaguars to win.
Yeah, for sure.
So
It makes me nervous.
Yeah. How do we make that happen?
You're going to be as nervous as you are before, say, the Cincinnati game? I mean, it is what it is. Let's take this small nervousness.
No, it makes me nervous that I actually expect the Jags to win. I don't usually expect the Jags to win.
I hear you.
So
we do
have
have
been favored a bunch in the last year and a half.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
yeah.
All right.
Have a great show.
Tony
Thank you.
Jaguars
Thanks,
today
Tony.
up next in one last follow-up to Dear Drill. On the text line.
Yes.
Kind of sums up the one lady who's at this crisis romantically.
Mm-hmm.
That's one crazy lesbian.